From shinobi to Devei warrior. What if Naruto was raised by an angel?
Hello everyone, welcome to What If Naruto Was Raised by Dragon Ball Z Angel movie. Before we start, please go support Luis Darth 4236 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken character's gender, but of course Naruto is a male. Naruto is abandoned by his parents for believing he was the kyubi, but is found by a woman who was not human, but an angel who turns him into her son, but accompany Naruto on this adventure with his new family. Chapter 1 The Beginning. It was believed that the gods of destruction along with the angels, high priests and kings were above everything, but it was not always like that. There were mortals who had amazing powers capable of defeating the gods of destruction, but from different universes. First there was Son Goku, a warrior of the Saiyan race from Universe 7. Vegeta was also there, another Saiyan from Universe 7. But they were not the only mortals who surpassed the gods, since there was also a warrior from Universe 6 with the power to jump in time. But in Universe 11 there were two warriors who also surpassed the gods, and their names were Jiren and Toppo. These warriors were the ones who stood out the most in the tournament of power that was held to demonstrate the skills of each warrior. But Universe 7 emerged victorious, as it turns out that Android 17 was the one who remained in the arena as a warrior of Universe 7, as Goku and Frieza had to leave the arena, but not before both of them pushed Jiren with them. Then 17 asked as a wish that the universes that were erased from existence return to life. But this wish not only revived the universes that were erased, but also universes 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. But the gods of those universes sought revenge since Zeno-sama saw them as a danger, since those gods sought revenge against Zeno-sama. There was a great war, the gods of destruction could not even tickle them. Goku and the other warriors were the ones who put up the most fight against the evil gods, but then they defeated them. But there were angels who were also erased for being threats to the multiverse. Goku and the others were trained by Dashinkan and Zeno-sama, so they became more powerful. The Great War broke out, but Goku and the warriors managed to destroy the evil gods. The battle was suicidal since they almost died, but they succeeded. And the evil angels were exterminated, but only one was redeemed, it was Asuna. I put that name because we remember that there are anime characters that have the same name as others. Asuna redeemed herself but was put under surveillance to see if she really redeemed herself. Many died in the war between these gods of destruction. But Zeno-sama creates new universes, but a god of destruction was needed. Vegeta became the destroyer god of Universe 7, since Bills had retired from being the destroyer god. Toppo became the god of destruction of Universe 11 since Vermont had died in the war. Jiren became the god of the new Universe 13. But Goku became a protective god, but only destroys if necessary, but does not use the destroyer god outfit, since Dashinkan gave him a suit that was the same as the one Dashinkan used, only this one had the symbol that Goku used. But when they used the super spheres they were able to restore the damage caused by the war, and only some were able to return to life. First, Zeno-sama was actually a woman, as she always was, but she pretended to be childish. Another thing was that Mikishin appeared, the mother of all angels was alive, but protected everyone from the shadows. She helped in the war and was devastated when Dashinkan gave his life to stop the evil gods. Zeno-sama revealed that her name was Evelyn. It should be noted that in this story Goku did not marry Milk. Goku one day discovered a planet where they did not use Kai, but an energy called chakra, where he visited said planet. There he saw that it was different from the Earth of the universe, since there was not much technology. This would see a battle where he intervenes. He saw a three-eyed woman with white hair. With the help of Asuna, Goku saw that her name was Kaguya Otsutsuki. In that battle she tried to use Genjutsu to control him, but Goku was not affected by it. Goku defeated her, but instead of sealing her he took her, but made people believe that he sealed her since Kaguya put a blood clone. Over time, Goku would form a relationship with Asuna, Mikishin and Evelyn, but also with Kaguya, where they eventually got married. The wedding was the happiest day for Goku and his now wives, where the gods and angels attended as well as Goku's friends. Then hundreds of years would pass, where one day Asuna visited the planet Earth 2, which is what Goku called it. She saw everything that happened from the ninja villages and the tailed beasts and the wars that there were. Present. Asuna visited the village hidden among the leaves, where she saw that it was a very interesting place. But then she hears a child screaming. Asuna. What's going on, seriously? She wears a disguise so as not to attract too much attention. She saw a blonde-haired boy about 7 or 8 years old running for his life as he was chased by a group of villagers. Seeing this, she didn't want the little one to get hurt, so with her abilities, she would leave the villagers unconscious. The little blonde boy turns around and sees Asuna. He walks away because he thought she was going to hurt him. Asuna. Calm down little one, I won't hurt you, smiling. The blonde would approach Asuna where he would then speak. Thanks for saving me from those villagers, sadly. Asuna. You're welcome, kid, but because those villagers were chasing you, seriously. I haven't introduced myself, I'm Naruto Uzumaki, sad. Asuna. Asuna is my name, but why are the villagers chasing you, serious and curious? Naruto. They think I'm the reincarnation of the nine-tailed fox that attacked the village a few years ago, and that's why the village hates me, sad. Asuna. And your parents do nothing to help you, seriously. Naruto just shed tears, Asuna noticed that. Naruto. No, because they don't like me because they think the fox possesses my body and they spend their time with my brothers and they make my life impossible, sad. Asuna was very surprised by this revelation. Asuna. But there are people who don't hate you, curious. Naruto lets out a sigh to continue speaking. Naruto. In fact, if there are people who don't hate me, these are the third Hokage who is like my grandfather, Mikoto Uchiha and her daughter Atami, Sumin Yakuza and her daughter Hana, those from the Ichiraku Ramen restaurant and some others, sad. Asuna approaches the blonde and gives him a hug to calm him down. Asuna. Don't worry, little one, everything will be fine, smiling. Both would go out to eat since Asuna got hungry and they went to the ramen stand since that was one of the few places that accepted Naruto. But what the blonde didn't know was that he would soon have a new family. End of chapter. Chapter 2. New family. Previously, Asuna arrived at the village of Konoha and met a small blonde boy named Naruto and learned how he was treated like a monster, but he was not a monster, but they believed he was. She also found out how he was hated by his family for believing that the nine-tailed fox possesses his body and she decided to protect him so that no one would hurt him. But not everything was bad for Naruto since he had people who loved him and did not see him as a monster. Present. Asuna accompanied Naruto, but many looked at her with lust for her figure, but she gave them a look that said, "Try something and I'll cut your goose off." But she listened as the villagers said hurtful things. Villager. Because that beauty protects the devil, disgusted. But Asuna didn't like that and kicked him in the lower back, making him fall to the ground. Asuna. If you say that to Naruto again I'll kill you slowly and painfully, and by the way I'm married, demonic voice. The villager was terrified by that voice, and many upon hearing it were so scared that they left so as not to see Asuna. They arrived at the Ichiraku ramen stand where a man and a young girl appeared. Naruto recognized them as Tuchi and his daughter Ayam. Tuchi. Oh Naruto, what a surprise, smiling. Naruto. Hello old Tuchi, smiling. Ayam. Naruto, who is she, looking at Asuna. Naruto. She's Asuna, she saved me from the villagers, happy. Asuna. Nice to meet you, smiling. Ayam. Wow, you look like a model from a fashion magazine, surprised. Asuna. Yes, they tell me that a lot, but I'm married, smiling. Tuchi. Are you going to order something, Miss Asuna? Curious. Asuna. Yes, I want some ramen dishes, smiling. Tuchi. Right away, smiling. So Tuchi went to prepare the food for Asuna, but at that moment Ayam arrives with a small cake. Ayam. Happy birthday Naruto, smiling. Asuna was surprised, she didn't know it was Naruto's birthday. Naruto. Thank you Ayam, with a small smile. Asuna. Naruto, aren't you happy because it's your birthday, confused. Naruto. What happens is that my parents didn't congratulate me and forced me to congratulate my brothers and they slapped me, sad. Everyone was surprised, but Asuna inside wanted to kill Minato and Kushina for what they did to Naruto. Ayam. Well Naruto, enjoy your gift, smiling. Naruto enjoys the cake that Ayam prepared for him where later someone would arrive, it was Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage. Hiruzen. Naruto, I'm glad you're okay, happy. Naruto gives Hiruzen a hug and he reciprocates. Naruto. Old man, where were you, curious. Hiruzen. You know the paperwork, with a depressive aura. Naruto. Seriously, why don't you use clones? Seriously. Hiruzen hid his head because it didn't occur to him sooner. Hiruzen notices Asuna's presence. Hiruzen. And who are you? Looking at Asuna. Asuna. I'm Asuna and I saved Naruto from those damn villagers, seriously. Hiruzen paled since Asuna was terrifying when she got angry. Naruto. If it weren't for her, the villagers would have hurt me, smiling slightly. Hiruzen. Well Naruto, I have a gift for you. Let's go to my house since I have your gift there, smiling. They went to the Sarutobi residence where Hiruzen would take out a box where he had Naruto's gift. Hiruzen. I made this for you, smiling. This opens the box where there was a blue sword. Hiruzen. Naruto, I made this sword for you since you received almost nothing, this is a gift just for you, smiling. Naruto. Thanks old man, I love it, smiling. Asuna liked to see him smile because she didn't want to see him sad. But at that moment Asuma, the son of Hiruzen and another of the people who appreciated Naruto, would arrive. Asuma. Hello Naruto, I brought you something, smiling. The blonde would approach and take out some papers. Asuna. What are those papers? Curious. Hiruzen. They are elemental papers, you put energy into them to see what elements you have. If they turn to ashes you have fire, if they get wet you have water, if they cut you have air, if they fall apart you have earth, and if they wrinkle you have lightning, but normally not many have all 5 elements, since there are few that have it, seriously. Naruto put chakra into the papers and discovered that it had the elements of water and air, but it also had an element, the lava element. Hiruzen. You have the lava element, only some have it, like some shinobi from the rock village and Meitarumi, the Mizukage from the mist village, surprised. Goku helped in the Kiri War and defeated Yagura, but few know that Goku helped. Naruto was glad to know that he had an item that had not been seen in a long time. Asuma. This boy fills me with pride, smiling. Naruto. But how am I going to train if nobody wants to train me, sad. Asuna. I can do that Naruto, smiling. Naruto. Wait, you're going to train me, hopefully. Asuna. Of course Naruto, I am very strong, smiling. Naruto was glad that someone wanted to train him since no one wanted to train him. Later. Naruto arrived with Hiruzen and some who wanted him to the Namikaze residence, even though they didn't want to be there should stay out of it. Asuna had to return to Goku's planet where he was eating since he had trained a little. Goku. At least my children are asleep and Kagaya is resting, and what a shame that Mikishin and Evelyn had to return to the palace to see that everything is in order, smiling. At that moment Asuna arrived and Goku went to see her. Goku. Asuna, my love, you're back, smiling. Asuna. Dear, I have to say something, seriously. Goku. Que pasa Asuna, curious. She tells him about Naruto and how he was treated like a monster by his village. Goku was shocked by such a revelation, but he got angry at how they could be so cruel to an innocent child. Goku wasn't going to destroy the planet because it wasn't worth it. On Earth 2. Namikaze residence. Everyone was gathered in the room where the triplets' birthday party was taking place, since they excluded Naruto. Minato. Thank you all for coming to my 3 children's party, smiling. Naruto felt a pang in his heart, but he remembered that they didn't consider him their son. Kushina. That's why we have gifts for our children on this special day, smiling. Minato. Menma, you will be the heir of the Namikaze clan, and you will have the training to do the Hiraishin, and you will receive the Toad contract, smiling. Menma just had an arrogant smile at this gift they were giving him. Kushina. Naruko, you will be the heir of the Uzumaki clan, and as an extra gift you will receive training for the diamond chains, and you will receive the slug contract, smiling. The blonde had a cocky smile at this gift. Many applauded, but those who loved Naruto were angry, but they saw Naruto running away. This would arrive at his room or rather a prison cell, since his room was not like his brother's, since the walls were unpainted, his bed was very old, it looked like it was bought in a dumpster, there were not many clothes, and there was a nightstand with rotten wood and a poorly made closet since it was not built correctly. He started to cry and scream. Naruto. Why do they hate me so much I just want a little love, crying. Naruto was crying for a while until he calmed down a bit. At that Naruto would take out the sword that Hiruzen had given him, but at that moment Menma enters. Menma. Well, but if you have a nice sword, give it to me because only I deserve it, arrogant. Naruto. I won't give it to you, it's mine, serious. Menma. Give it to me you damn useless guy, annoyed. He tried to take it away by force, but Naruto was not going to let Menma take his sword and he pushes him. But Menma fell down the stairs and the parents and others saw this. Naruto runs and goes out the window because he knew that if he stayed it wouldn't end very well. He runs and runs but is attacked by a Jounin. Jounin. I already catch the demon, disgusted. The scream caught the attention of a mob led by Minato and Kushina since they didn't like that Naruto pushed Menma. At that moment the mob arrived and began to attack poor Naruto. The blonde man screamed in pain and begged for his life and for them to stop, but no one paid attention to him. Minato would charge a Rasengan and Kushina her diamond chains. Minato. The demon who killed our son and possessed his body is going to die, annoyed. Kushina. Now we will kill you damn demon, annoyed. Naruto couldn't move because he was very hurt and they were holding him so he couldn't escape. Minato Kushina. Jumping. But before they touched Naruto, a blur took Naruto away. Then they saw Asuna carrying a wounded Naruto. But she had a serious look. Asuna. They are damn sobs, how dare they do this to Naruto, annoyed. Kushina. Release the demon, damn you, annoyed. But what Kushina didn't know was that she shouldn't mess with her. At that moment he started to get angry and showed his true appearance. He doesn't have the staff. Many were surprised to see Asuna's true appearance. Minato. What are you really, a little scared? Asuna. I won't tell them anything now, they're going to pay dearly for almost killing Naruto, dark voice. So it started with those who grabbed Naruto so he couldn't escape, she left them very injured with just a few blows. He is holding back so as not to kill them. Minato uses his clones in Hiraishin, but she effortlessly destroys them and grabs Minato. Asuna. You are the worst scum, you don't deserve to be called father, disgusted. This hits him in the neck, leaving him unconscious. Asuna approached Kushina where the Uzumaki woman tried to attack her, but it was useless since she grabbed her hands. Asuna. You are the worst trash of all, you don't deserve to be a mother, and you think that the fox is crazy in the mind, the fox only cured him since he couldn't stand the ceiling, damn you are a bitch, annoyed. Asuna previously saw through her staff what happened on the day of the sealing, and saw how the fox saved Naruto. This leaves Kushina unconscious and takes care of the others where later Asuna takes Naruto to Goku's planet. Goku's planet. Goku was meditating, but he felt the presence of his wife with another person and he went to see. Goku found Asuna where he then saw Naruto. Naruto gets scared because he thought he would hurt him. Asuna. Naruto, he is Goku, my husband will not hurt you, smiling. Naruto approaches Goku. Naruto. Nice to meet you, I'm Naruto, with a small smile. Goku approaches and ruffles her hair a little. Goku. Nice to meet you Naruto, I'm Son Goku, but just call me Goku, smiling. Naruto. What am I doing here Asuna, curious. Goku. That's right, Asuna, why did you bring him? Curious. Asuna. I'd better tell you everything, seriously. She told Goku everything about how Naruto was almost killed and how she took him to protect him. Goku got very angry and hated Naruto so much that they both argued a little to figure out what to do. They couldn't let him return to the Namikaze. Asuna and Goku approached Naruto and then they would talk. Asuna. Naruto, we have made a decision, smiling. Naruto. What a decision, curious. Goku. Do you want to be our son? Smiling. Naruto was in shock, tears fell on his eyes, not of sadness but of joy. He would finally have a family that loves and appreciates him. Naruto. Yes I want mom and dad, crying with joy. The couple hugs Naruto where Goku would later speak. Goku. Also, you will be my fourth child since I have 3 children, but they are not like those children of the effeminate blonde and the tomato, smiling. Naruto was quite surprised but glad that he would have brothers who are not arrogant. Naruto's new life is about to begin. What will happen? See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 3 Training. Goku's planet. Naruto was hugging his new parents who will be better than his old parents. Goku. Naruto, we have a proposal for you, smiling. Naruto. What is dad, curious. Goku. Do you want to stop being Uzumaki Namikaze and want to be our biological son? Smiling. Naruto was very surprised, but this way he could break all ties with the Uzumaki Namikaze. Naruto yes I want dad, smiling. Asuna. Well, we have to start, but it's good that your father created the Dragon Balls, smiling. Naruto. Dragon Balls, confused. Goku. You see, son, they are magic spheres that can grant wishes, but only if they are all gathered together, since there are 7 of them, and they have stars so you know their order, smiling. Naruto was surprised by this revelation, but was glad. Goku would enter his palace where he would take out the Dragon Balls that he designed himself. Naruto was surprised to see this, and then Goku would say something. Goku. Get out of there dragon and fulfill my wish, smiling. At that moment the sky darkens where the spheres were shining, but flickering, and at that moment a huge dragon emerges from the spheres. The dragon is called Hiroshima. Hiroshima. What will your wishes be, seriously? Naruto. How many wishes can you grant? Curious. Hiroshima. I can grant 3 wishes, seriously. Naruto. I see, surprised. Hiroshima. What is your first wish? Curious. Asuna. I wish Naruto had my blood and Goku-kun's, smiling. As Goku is very powerful, he put a lot of power to such an extent that he could wish to be an angel. Hiroshima. According to your wishes, they will be granted, seriously. The dragon's eyes shine, and at that moment Naruto is surrounded by an aura and when everything becomes clear, Naruto had a different appearance. His appearance was like Goku, but he had dark clothes, but he had a tail. Imagine it has a tail. Naruto saw his new appearance, now he was no longer in Uzumaki Namikaze, now he was the son of Asuna and Goku. Hiroshima. Ready now what is your second wish, curious. Goku knew about the sealing of the 9-tailed beast and knew that the beast was controlled. Goku. I wish the fox inside Naruto would be released without Naruto dying, seriously. Hiroshima. It's okay, your wish will be granted, seriously. So the dragon's eyes shine and the wish was fulfilled. Then something comes out of Naruto where a huge orange fox is formed. I'm free, surprised. Hiroshima. What is his last wish? Curious. Goku. You can leave Hiroshima, smiling. The dragon returned to the spheres where they rise but fell to the ground. How is that possible, surprised. Goku. Wait, you're female, surprised. Yes, but in this form I look like a male, but in reality I am a female voice. This is surrounded by an aura and changes to a more human form. By the way, my name is Hikari, smiling. Asuna. I see, surprised. Hikari. Thank you for freeing me gods, smiling. Asuna. How do you know that? Surprised. Asuna. I've heard stories about you, but I didn't know your identities, cheerful. Naruto. You're the Nine Tails, surprised. Hikari. That's right Naruto, I've seen everything that happened to you Naruto-kun, everyone hated you because of me, but I didn't attack the village because I wanted to, but a damn Sharingan controlled me, sad. But surprisingly Naruto gave Hikari a hug. Naruto. I don't hate you Hikari, you didn't do it because you wanted to, you were manipulated, smiling. She shed tears and hugged Naruto with much affection. But at that moment children's voices are heard. Dad, who are they, curious. Goku, Asuna, Naruto and Hikari turn around and see three children. The first was a boy with features like Goku, but he wore white on the top, but had purple pants, but had pale skin and a tail. Gohan, son of Goku and Kagaya. The second was a girl with white hair. Emily, daughter of Goku and Mikishin. The third was another dark-haired girl. Note, daughter of Goku and Zeno-sama. Goku. Gohan, Emily and Note, I want to introduce you to Naruto, smiling. Asuna. Naruto, they are your brothers. They are called Gohan, Emily and Note, smiling. Gohan. Wow, but how did it happen, surprised. Goku. It's a bit complicated, seriously. Goku would tell the story of Naruto to his children where they were quite surprised. Gohan. How horrible, surprised. Emily. It's horrible how they could do that to Naruto, horrified. Note. But at least you're not with those monsters anymore, seriously. At that moment Goku's wives arrive where they saw Naruto. Goku tells the same thing to his wives where they are horrified. But Evelyn wanted to erase them from existence, but Goku told her it's not worth it. Each one introduced herself, but Hikari was scared when he saw Kagaya because Hashirama told him stories about her and what happened in the past. But Goku calms Hikari, saying that she is not evil and that she is Gohan's mother. Afterwards Naruto lives with his new brothers and mothers, but also with his new father. As time passed, Naruto finally got what he had always wanted. A loving family. He now had the love of his parents, although he had more than one mother, that didn't matter to him, he loved them very much. His brothers were not like the Uzumaki Namikas since they were fun and kind, they were not arrogant or selfish. The day of training arrived where Naruto and his brothers would be trained. Goku. Time to start your training, smiling. Naruto. Seriously, Dad, happy. Goku. Yes Naruto, smiling. Naruto. What are we going to train with? Curious. Goku. First I'll teach you Kai, smiling. Naruto. Kai, what is that, curious. Goku. It's an energy like chakra but different. Since with Kai you can do many things like fly, make attacks, etc., smiling. Naruto. How do I wake him up, curious. Goku. We'll help you with that, smiling. Naruto would be trained by Goku where over time he learned Kai. He learned to fly, throw Kai spheres, and Goku helped him use his jutsus just by using Kai. Goku then taught him how to do the Kamehameha, which Naruto found difficult at first. After Naruto, with the passage of time, the day came when Goku would teach Naruto the Super Saiyan. Goku. Naruto, it's time for you to learn Super Saiyan, smiling. Naruto. Super Saiyan, confused. Goku. It is the transformation of the Saiyans, it can be achieved through anger Naruto, you must think of something that makes you angry, seriously. Naruto thought of something that would make him angry, but then he remembered all the times the villagers attacked him or all the times his ex-family mistreated him. Naruto started to scream and then his hair turned golden and his eyes emerald. Imagine that he has black clothes. Goku. Well done Naruto, now we will help you, right my children? Smiling. Gohan note. Yes Dad. Thus, Goku's two sons transform into Super Saiyans, where they would help with Naruto's training. Over time Naruto learned to master the Super Saiyan and later achieved Super Saiyan 2. And with the passage of 2 years Naruto mastered the Super Saiyan 2 and achieved the phase of the Super Saiyan 3. But not only that, he also knows how to do teleportation and other techniques. End of chapter. Chapter 4 some time later. It's been years since Naruto was saved from dying by the villagers and the Uzumaki Namikas, but after that, Naruto changed drastically. Now he looked like Goku, but he wore black clothes looking a lot like Black Goku, but he wasn't the same. Naruto's brothers were different. Note had the same appearance but grew a little. Gohan grew a little and has the following appearance. Emily was very beautiful, she looked like a goddess. They were very close, but the ones who trained were Naruto, Gohan and Naruto. Emily trained a little, but she wasn't one to fight. Present. We are located on Goku's planet where Naruto and the others were training except Emily for obvious reasons. Goku. My children, I see that you are progressing, smiling. Naruto. Thanks dad, smiling. Note. Dad, one thing we'll do after training, curious. Goku. Well, we'll go to Konoha since Naruto said he wants to return, since he promised it to the people who wanted him, seriously. Naruto. I miss old Yotuchi and AM and my friends who didn't see me as a monster, seriously. Hikari, Naruto's fiancé, approaches since they became a couple in previous years. Then with teleportation they arrived at planet Earth 2, where the elemental nations are. They arrived at a forest near the Leaf Village. Goku. My children, see you later, smiling. This teleports where Asuna then changes into her human disguise where the group then began to walk since they would soon arrive at the village. But then they feel trouble and Naruto and Gohan fly away. With Naruto. He was running at high speed and then he saw a red-haired girl with multiple wounds. Naruto felt something dark and saw a strange mark on his neck. Naruto uses his Kai to heal her whereafter the girl opened her eyes. Wait, who are you, would be. Naruto. My name is Naruto, what is yours? Curious. Well, my name is Teiya, but how did you cure me, curious. Naruto. Well, it's complicated, but I have to remove that mark from your neck, seriously. At that Naruto began to concentrate his Kai on Teiya's mark, where he then concentrated all his energy making Teiya give a small Teiya scream. But then the mark ends up cracking, and then Naruto absorbs what is left of the mark and destroys the evil energy. Teiya felt her energies returning. Teiya. What did you do to me? Curious. Naruto. I removed that damn mark, now you don't have that horrible thing on your neck, seriously. Teiya gave Naruto a strong hug where he accepted the hug. Teiya. Thank you so much, crying with joy. Naruto. I didn't want you to continue suffering and because you were hurt, worried. Teiya tells her story, she was a servant of Orochimaru, a former Sannin of the Leaf Village, and he betrayed her, leaving her to her fate. Naruto was in shock, she suffered a lot because of that pedophile snake. Naruto. Teiya, do you want to come with me? Smiling. Teiya. Wait, are you saying I should go with you, curious. Naruto. Of course I see you don't have a home, seriously. Teiya saw that it was true, she was homeless, and this boy not only removed the cursed mark, but he also helped her when no one else did. Teiya. It's okay, blushing. They decided to return to the group, but Gohan has not returned yet. With Gohan. The Saiyan was running, but then he saw a red-haired girl wearing glasses, but she was running from a bear, but she fell causing her glasses to fall to the ground. She couldn't see well without them, and then the bear was going to eat her, but the Saiyan appears and then grabs the bear and sends it flying away. Gohan picked up the glasses where he later gave them to the girl and saw his savior. You saved me, blushing. Gohan. That's right, and my name is Gohan, what's yours, smiling. My name is Karen Uzumaki, blushing. Gohan was surprised this girl was in Uzumaki and he could notice it since she has the features of an Uzumaki. Gohan. Karen, do you want to come with me? Smiling. Karen. I don't want to be a bother, playing with her fingers. Gohan. You won't be a bother, smiling. Karen then gives Gohan a hug and he accepts the hug. Then the Saiyan along with the Uzumaki left with the group. The group reunited, but Hikari was jealous that Teiya was attached to Naruto. The group continued their journey and later arrived at the village. Naruto. Now I'm in my old home, seriously. And that they entered the village. Now Naruto returned to Konoha with many changes and another family that will pass see it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 5. New clan in the village. Previously Naruto and his brothers arrived at the Leaf Village, but not before helping two girls, one was saved by Naruto and the other by Gohan, whereafter that they arrived at the village. Present. The group of siblings along with their new friends walked through the streets where they then walked through the streets of the village. Naruto saw that the village had not changed much since he left. Naruto. At least no one recognizes me, seriously. Gohan. Remember brother, when you became a Saiyan your appearance changed, seriously. Note. Guys, where will we live, curious. Naruto. Don't worry, I can buy a house, smiling. Then they went to a house where Naruto bought it and this was the next one. They now had a home, but they had to go to the Hokage's office where they later arrived, but then they spoke with the secretary since they had to talk to the Hokage. And that they see an old man that Naruto recognizes was Hiruzen, one of the few who loved Naruto. Hiruzen. Hello, what can I do for you? Curious. Naruto. Old man has already forgotten about me, faking sadness. Hiruzen recognized that voice and his eyes widened. Hiruzen. Nah, Naruto, surprised. Naruto gives Hiruzen a hug where the black-haired man accepted the hug from the third Hokage. Hiruzen. Naruto, wow, I didn't recognize you, but I see that you look better than before, smiling. Asuna approached where Hiruzen recognizes her since she saved Naruto from the villagers. Hiruzen. Miss Asuna, I'm glad to know that I take good care of Naruto, but who are those children who came with Naruto, pointing at Naruto's brothers. Asuna. Well, they are Naruto's siblings. They are called Emily, Gohan and Note, but the others are called Karen and Taiya, smiling. Hiruzen. I see, but you have a clan, curious. Asuna. That's right, it's the Otsutsuki clan, as you'll see, my husband Goku is the leader of the Sun clan, and Kagaya, Gohan's mother and another wife of my Goku, is the leader of the Otsutsuki clan. Well, it's a bit complicated, but I'll say it later, seriously. Hiruzen. I see a union between clans, well I must register the Otsutsuki clan, seriously. Asuna. Well, my husband will come tomorrow with his wives, smiling. Hiruzen. Now that there is a new clan I must register it, but the other clan leaders will want to meet them, seriously. Asuna. We already have a house since my son bought it, it would be. Hiruzen. Okay Naruto, you must enter the ninja academy, seriously. Asuna. Well, Emily isn't one to fight, seriously. Hiruzen. Well, but who is she, pointing at Hikari. Naruto. Well old man, she's my fiancé, but I promise not to say anything, seriously. Hiruzen put silent seals where then no one would see or hear outside the office. And that Naruto tells about that Hikari is the kyubi, but she is not evil since she was controlled by an Uchiha. Hiruzen was shocked, but even more so when Naruto didn't die, since they found a way to release the kyubi without Naruto dying. Hiruzen. Those fevers are definitely powerful, thank goodness no one knows about this, seriously. After that they talked about many things that happened, but Hiruzen reveals to Naruto that the Namikaze Uzumaki repented but Menma and Naruko are still arrogant, but the other daughter of Minato and Kushina named Mito is not someone arrogant. Naruto told Hiruzen about how to finish the paperwork faster just by using shadow clones. After much talk they went to the Otsutsuki residence where they later settled into the house. The Otsutsuki clan had the symbol of Goku. Naruto. Brother Gohan, smiling. Gohan. What's up Naruto, curious. Naruto. I want you to come with me for a moment, smiling. Gohan. Of course, smiling. They both left the house where they then walked through the village where they then arrived at the ramen stand. Gucci was attending the place but saw a black-haired man. Tucci. Hello, what brings you here? Smiling. Naruto. Hello old Tucci, how did it go? Smiling. Tucci was surprised he only knew someone who called him that. Tucci. Wait Naruto, it's you, surprised. Naruto. That's right, old Tucci, smiling. Tucci gives Naruto a hug whereafter that they separate. Tucci. We missed you Naruto, smiling. At that moment AM arrived and saw Naruto, where Tucci later told her that it was Naruto. AM very happily hugged Naruto where he accepted the hug from the brown-haired girl. But then they noticed Gohan's presence. AM. Naruto, who is the boy who accompanies you, curious. Naruto. Well Tucci, AM is my brother Gohan, after I left the village I was adopted by a family that loves me, smiling. AM. It's a pleasure, smiling. Gohan. Nice to meet you, I'm glad to meet you since you took care of Naruto, smiling. Naruto. Well, I want several plates of ramen, smiling. So they were served several plates of ramen where Tucci and his daughter watched as both brothers ate their ramen. Naruto then gave them some crystals that have great value as payment. Naruto. With that they can earn a lot of money, smiling. Both brothers went out where Tucci then checked the crystals but saw that they were real. Tucci. I'm rich, smiling. AM was happy to see Naruto again since she hadn't seen him in years. With Naruto. He walks for a while but he meets a girl with brown hair. They've clarified that Yakumo does not have his problem. Naruto. Hello, who are you? Smiling. My name is Yakumo Kurama, blushes at Naruto's smile. Naruto. Well my name is Naruto, smiling. Yakumo. Your last name is Sun, curious. Naruto. Yes, smiling. Yakumo. Well, do you want to be my friend? A little nervous. Naruto. Of course, smiling. So Naruto made another friend where they both went to the park to hang out. Han Gohan. Naruto's brother was walking through the streets, but then he bumped into a girl with dark hair and pearly white eyes. He doesn't have the bandana yet. Gohan. Hello, my name is Gohan Otsutsuki, what is your name? Smiling. The girl blushed profusely but was still standing firm. Hello, my name is Hinata Hyuga, blushing. Gohan. You have beautiful eyes that look like pearls, smiling. Hinata blushes more but she doesn't faint because of it. Hinata. Well, who wants to be my friend? Blushing. Gohan. Of course Hinata-chan, smiling. So Gohan made another friend and after that they got to know each other better. Later. The brothers went to their homes where they had to go to the ninja academy the next day and went to sleep. Now the brothers had a lot to do in this village that will happen. See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 6 Ninja Academy. Previously Naruto along with his brothers and mother arrived at the Leaf Village where Naruto saw that there were changes after he left the village and that now the Otsutsuki clan is present. In the Otsutsuki residence we see Naruto waking up and then he went to the room where his brothers were. Gohan. Good morning Naruto, smiling. Naruto. Good morning, smiling. Out of nowhere Goku and his other wives appear, but Mikishin had a human form, but in Zeno-sama's case, she disguised herself so as not to attract attention. But Kagaya had a different appearance so as not to attract attention. Gohan. Mom, you look good, smiling. Kagaya. Well son, I didn't want to attract attention, smiling. Goku. Hello children, you said I should come, right? Smiling. Naruto. Yes dad, since the clan leaders want to meet you, seriously. Goku. I understand, seriously. So they left where they later went to the Ninja Academy, since young people like Naruto and his brothers. At the Ninja Academy. Naruto and his brothers arrived in a short time and then they went to their respective classrooms where they knocked on the door. Iruka would then come out where Naruto would then give them some papers where Iruka would speak. Iruka. Class we have new students, seriously. Menma. Wait because they're here, seriously. Naruto. True, and in a few days the graduation will be, it would be. Iruka. Don't be like that, if you have complaints, go to the third Hokage, seriously. Everyone remained silent where Iruka would then continue speaking. Iruka. They are members of the Otsutsuki clan, seriously. Then that would enter the brothers or Otsutsuki but accompanied by Karen and Teiya. Karen. Hello everyone, I'm Karen Uzumaki, smiling. Everyone was surprised but the Uzumaki brothers were shocked that there was another Uzumaki. Teiya. I am also Uzumaki my name is Teiya, it would be. This was another surprise, but before they said anything Teiya would speak first. Teiya. I hate perverts so those who try something against me I will tear them to pieces, cold. Many were scared by what they just heard. Note. My name is Sun Note, would be. Many look at her with lust, but in that she does not look at them in a terrifying way. Note. Sorry but I hate perverts, it would be. Gohan would continue in that since Emily did not enter the academy, since she does not like to fight. Gohan. My name is Gohan Otsutsuki, smiling. Some girls blushed, but others saw that he had a tail. Gohan. If you see my tail, it's because it's something from my clan, seriously. At that Gohan would sit in a place where Naruto would later speak. Naruto. My name is Naruto, smiling. Some were surprised, but others were speechless as they didn't recognize Naruto by his new appearance. Naruto sat in his place where Iruka would later give his class. After hours the break came where Naruto was going to leave with his brothers, but then Menma and Naruto approached. Menma. Listen to me, you are our useless brother, arrogant. Naruto hits him to shut him up and then grabs him. Naruto. First of all, I'm not a useless tomato head, mockingly. Naruto was going to hit Naruto, but then someone stopped her from hitting him. Note. Don't even think about it, it would be. At that Naruto and I left where they later went with their friends and brother. Han Gohan. The Saiyan Otsutsuki was walking, but then he would run into a blonde girl with purple clothes. Ignore the bandana. Gohan. Hello beautiful, who are you? Smiling. The blonde couldn't help but blush upon hearing that. Hello my name is Ino Yamanaka, blushing. Gohan. It's a nice name, my name is Gohan Otsutsuki, but call me Gohan, smiling. Ino. I see, but you're very cute, blushing. Gohan. Well, people tell me that a lot, but many people look at my brother Naruto more, but that doesn't matter to me, scratching his head. Ino. I see, but look, would you like to be my friend? Smiling. Gohan. Of course Ino, smiling. Ino. I already found someone better than Menma. Gohan and Ino went to get to know each other better so they could know each other's tastes. With Naruto. He was walking but at that moment someone gets in his way, it was a dark-haired girl wearing a blue shirt. Naruto. Who are you? Confused. Listen to me, my name is Satsuki Uchiha and I've already heard your name Naruto, it would be. Naruto. Okay but what do you want to tell me, seriously? Satsuki. What power you have, serious and curious. Naruto. Well I can use energy, but I'll tell you it's not chakra, seriously. Satsuki. Wait, you don't have chakra, surprised. Naruto. No, but I can master other energy, seriously. Then Naruto left leaving the Uchiha alone. Satsuki. You are very cute Naruto-kun, one day I will marry you and we will have a family. Naruto doesn't know that he won another girl since the first was the Kyubi, the second Teiya that will happen see it in the next chapter. End of the world. Chapter 7 Genin Graduation. Previously Naruto and his friends arrived at the ninja academy where they made friends, but also some rivals since Naruto's ex-brothers were also in the ninja academy. But Goku and his wives decided to visit their children to see Naruto's progress. Present. We are located in the Otsutsuki residence where we see Naruto training in a special room courtesy of Asuna where he activates Super Saiyan Rose. Imagine he is younger. Naruto achieved the transformation since he still needs to achieve Ultra Instinct. Naruto was training with his brothers Gohan and noticed. Gohan had activated the Super Saiyan Blue evolution that he achieved with great effort. Note it activated Super Saiyan Blue. Both Gohan and Naruto attacked him, causing him to defend himself, but the three of them trained in a fairly even manner to become stronger. After long training they transform and return to their base states. Naruto. I like the training now I must train Taiya-chan so she can use Kai and fly, smiling. Gohan. I must also train Karen-chan, smiling. So they both went to train Taiya and Karen. We are located in the Hokage Tower in the meeting room where the clan leaders were in front of Goku since the Hokage asked Naruto that his father should be present. Hiruzen. Clan leaders he is Goku the patriarch and leader of the clan are, smiling. Goku. You guys must be the clan leaders, smiling. Hiruzen. First I want to introduce you to the Inoshikacho trio, smiling. Three men would approach, one had brown hair tied in a ponytail, the second was one with black hair tied resembling a pineapple, and the other was chubby with red hair. Hiruzen. They are the leaders of the Yamanaka, Nara and Akimichi clans. They are Inoichi Yamanaka, Shikaku Nara and Choza Akimichi, smiling. Inoichi. It's a pleasure to meet you, Son Goku, smiling. Shikaku. Nice to meet you, boring. Choza. It's a pleasure to meet you, smiling. At that moment, a guy with long hair approached, but Goku saw that this guy had wide eyes. Goku knew it was the Byakugan. Nice to meet you Mr. Goku, I'm Hiashi Hyuga, I'm the leader of the Hyuga clan, seriously. Goku. It's a pleasure to meet you, smiling. Hiashi. It is true that his clan does not use chakra, curious. Goku. That's right, but we use another energy, seriously. After the leader of the Hyuga clan introduces himself, the leader of the Uchiha clan approaches. Nice to meet you, I'm Mikoto Uchiha, the leader of the Uchiha clan, smiling. Goku. Nice to meet you, Miss Mikoto, smiling. Mikoto. He's too handsome. Something I want to clarify is that the massacre did happen, but only Mikoto, Satsuki and two more are still alive. Then it was the turn of the matriarch of the Inyazuka clan. I'm Tsum Inyazuka, smiling. Goku. It's a pleasure to meet you, smiling. Tsum. He is very handsome, I wish he were my alpha. I'm thinking of giving Goku a small harem, not too big, I'm actually planning on adding 5 more wives, but that's all. After that we see Minato and Kushina who introduce themselves, but Goku put on a cold look when he saw them, since he knew that they were the ones responsible for Naruto being hated when he was little. Goku. So you're the ones who mistreated Naruto when he was little, cold. Minato and Kushina just bowed their heads, but then Goku would speak. Goku. Naruto is now my son and if you think I'm joking you're wrong, increasing his killer instinct. Everyone is scared by Goku's killing instinct. With Naruto. He trained Taiya to learn how to master Kai and how to fly, where the Redeed had a bit of a hard time, but Naruto helped her so she wouldn't give up. Taiya, thanks Naruto-kun smiles. Naruto. You're welcome Taiya-chan, smiling. Taiya. Naruto-kun I want to tell you something, blushing. Naruto. What do you have to tell me, Taiya-chan? Curious. But instead of an answer he received a kiss on the lips, this made Naruto blush a lot, but he began to accept the girl's kiss. Taiya. I love you Naruto-kun, I've loved you since you saved me and freed me from Orochimaru's full mark, blush. Naruto. If I'm honest with you, Taiya-chan, I love you too, blushing. They both kissed again. Taiya had previously spoken to Hikari and she accepted her as Naruto's second partner. Naruto returned home since it was night and he didn't want to provoke his mother's fury. 2 weeks later. The day of graduation to become Genin arrived, all the clan leaders were there to see how their children become Genin. Many saw Goku's wives, but knew not to mess with them. Iruka. Good morning everyone, as you all know, today is the day you are going to graduate to become Genin, there will be 4 tests, the first is a written exam, the second is throwing kunes and shuriken, the third is to show techniques whether from your clans or what you know, and the last is fighting, smiling. First, the written exam was held, where the majority of civilians failed, but the rest passed. The exam lasted approximately 1 hour. Iruka. Well done now the throwing of kunes and shuriken first the girls and then the boys, smiling. So the girls would go first and these were the results. Civilians 5 tenths. Sakura 7 tenths. This is 7 tenths. Hinata 8 tenths. S 8 tenths. Ikumo 8 tenths. Otsutsuki 8 tenths. Naruto 9 tenths. The blonde had an arrogant smile as she thought the latter would fail. When it was Karen's turn, Taiya and I noticed these were the results. Cooking 10 tenths. Taiya 10 tenths. No 10 tenths. Naruto got angry that she had been surpassed in throwing kunais and shurikens. Naruto. Now the boys come, smiling. It was the boys' turn to throw kunais and shurikens. Civilians 5 tenths. Joji 7 tenths. Shikamaru 8 tenths. Shino 8 tenths. Menma 9 tenths. Menma looked at Naruto arrogantly thinking that he would fail. When Gohen's turn came, he took all his kunais and shurikens and threw them at the same time, and they all hit the target. Gohen, 10 tenths. Naruto did the same where all his kunais and shurikens hit the target. Menma got very angry about this since they were surpassing him. Naruto. Ready, now comes the test of techniques or jutsus, each one will show their respective technique, smiling. The civilians did the academy's jutsus. Sakura did the tree walking technique. Ino Yuso Su Jutsus Transferentia Dementes. Hinata made the Byakugan and the soft fist. Kira's Fang on Fang Jutsu. Ikumo a teleportation. Otsutsuki the fireball jutsu and the Sharingan. Naruto made the glitter chains. Harem performed the flying technique, surprising everyone. Taiya used the clone technique she learned courtesy of Naruto. Note used the Kamehameha technique by throwing it at a part, destroying a giant rock. They saw that this technique was very destructive. But the boys. The civilians only did the academy jutsus. Shikamaru performed the shadow possession jutsu. Toji his expansion jutsu. Shino used his insect clones. Menma Yuso El Rasengan. Gohan then screamed, releasing his energy, where after that he concentrated his energy in his hand, where then a blue energy came out of Gohan's hand, where he manifested a sword. Everyone was impressed by that, but then Gohan used the Kai sword to cut several rocks in one movement. Then it was Naruto's turn where he did the same as Gohan, only his sword is pink, but he uses his energy to stick it in his hand and then he concentrates to then create a scythe. If Gohan's Kai sword was impressive, the Kai scythe was more impressive. After that both brothers stopped manifesting Kai and then the fighting started. Women's combat. Sakura vs Karen. Ganadora Karen. Ino vs Taiya, Ganadora Taiya. Satsuki vs Hinata. Ganadora Satsuki. Ikumo vs Kira, Ganadora Kira. In the fight between Note and Naruto, the blonde got confident and attacked Note without knowing that she was smarter and attacked Naruto, and with a blow to the neck she knocked her out. In the men's fight. Shikamaru vs Choji. Empate. Shino vs Gohan, Ganador Gohan. In the Naruto vs Menma fight, the Redeed was confident because he thought Naruto didn't train, but in the end Naruto humiliated him a lot, and then Naruto won the fight. Iruka. Note takes the Rookie of the Year, and Naruto takes the Rookie of the Year, smiling. This is how the graduates received their headbands. Note put it around his neck like a necklace. Gohan put it on his head covering his forehead. Naruto took his bandana and put it on like a belt. Iruka. The next day they will be assigned a ninja team, smiling. After that everyone went to their homes, but Minato and Kushina tried to talk to Naruto, but he just ignored them. Now Naruto has graduated as a genin, but what team will he be on? What will happen? See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 8. Team building. Previously the genin graduation took place where Naruto and his brothers humiliated the Namikaze brothers, Uzumaki, so that at least their egos would be lowered. Goku also met the clan leaders, but he didn't like Minato or Kushina since he knew what they did in the past. Present. It was a new day in the Leaf Village and we are located at the Sun Otsutsuki residence where Naruto and his family were eating their breakfast and Naruto was excited to know who will be on his team. Naruto. I hope I don't end up with those idiots I once called brothers, seriously. Gohan. I know that's likely, brother, seriously. Note. Old Hiruzen will make Naruto not be with those he once called brothers, seriously. Emily. Although I'm not participating, if that clown Menma tries to flirt with me, I'm going to castrate him, smiling maliciously. Naruto and Gohan felt a chill as they knew Emily was terrifying if she got angry. In the Hokage Tower. Hiruzen had already confirmed the ninja teams for the newly graduated genin, but he managed to ensure that Naruto was not with Menma or Naruto. Hiruzen. At least Naruto won't be with Menma or Naruto, seriously. He knew Minato would try that, but he managed to do it before Minato did. Hiruzen made the shadow clones to finish the paperwork faster. Hiruzen. Thanks Naruto, smiling. Hiruzen continued with his thing, but he expects Minato or Kushina to ruin something. Academia Ninja. Everyone was sitting in their respective places, but Naruto was sitting next to Yakumo, while Gohan was sitting next to Hinata, who was happy that Gohan was by her side. Note was sitting next to Shikamaru, and to Shikamaru's left side was sitting Choji. At that moment Sakura and Ino entered, who were arguing in a comical way, where Ino then sat on Gohan's left side. Iruka would come in, who had some papers with the teams. Iruka. Good morning class, as you know today you will be assigned teams, smiling. Everyone would pay attention to know which teams would enter. Iruka named the teams until he reached Team 7. Iruka, Equipo 7 Menma Namikaze Sakura Haruno Naruto Uzumaki Su Sensei Sarakugami Haddock Sirio. This makes Sakura happy to be with Menma. Iruka. Teammate Kira and Yuzuka, Shino Aburam and Son note their sensei will be Kurina Yuhi, smiling. Note and Kira high-fived each other since they were both friends, and Shino was just nervous. Iruka. Team 9 is up and running now. Team 10. Ino Yamanaka, Shikamaru Nara and Choji Akimichi. Their sensei will be Asuma Sarutobi, smiling. Ino. Oh no, not with the fat guy and the boring one. Iruka, L Equipo 11 Son Naruto, Yakumo Kurama y Taiya Uzumaki y Satsuki Uchiha Su Sensei Sarakashina Uzumaki Sanriendo. This made Naruto happy and upset, since the good thing is that he is with Yakumo and Taiya, but the bad thing is that Kushina is his sensei, but at least he is not with Menma or Naruko. Iruka. And finally Team 12 Gohan Otsutsuki, Hinata Hyuga and Karen Uzumaki their sensei will be Yugao Yuzuki, smiling. Hinata was happy that Gohan and her are on the same team as him, but also that Karen is on the same team. Iruka. Those are the teams, smiling. So all the teams were assigned and then a guy with a beard and a cigarette would come in. It was Asuma Sarutobi. Asuma. Team 10 come with me, smiling. So Team 10 went with Asuma and when they left a woman with black hair and red eyes came in. It was Kurina Yuhi. Kurinai. Teammate come with me, smiling. So teammate left the room and at that moment a woman with purple hair and a jounin outfit would enter. She was a Yugao. Yugao. Team 12 come with me, smiling. Team 12 left the room now only Team 7 and Team 11 remained. 2 hours later. Kushina had arrived with a silver-haired woman, it was Kagami Haddock. Kagami. Team 7 come with me to the roof, would be. Kushina. Team 11 go up to the roof, smiling. So they went to the roof, but Naruto arrived faster and then the others were on the roof. Kagami. Well, introduce yourselves, that is, tell us your likes, dislikes, and dreams, it would be. Sakura. You start, it would be. Kagami. Well my name is Kagami Haddock, my likes don't interest them, nor my dislikes, and I haven't thought about my dream, it would be. Everyone. He only told us his name. Kushina. My name is Kushina Uzumaki, my likes are my family and ramen, my dislikes are the minutes that the ramen takes, perverts, being called tomato and being underestimated, and my dream is that my son forgives me, sad. Naruto. I see that you are sorry, but you must show it with actions. Menma. I am Menma Namikaze, my likes are training and ramen, my dislikes are those who do not know their place, and my dream is to be Hokage, arrogant. Naruko. I am Naruto Uzumaki, my likes are ramen, training and looking pretty, my dislikes are those who don't know their place, and my dream is to be strong and meet someone to be my husband, would be. Sakura. I am Sakura Haruno, my likes, looks at Menma and squeals slightly, my dislikes are Ino Pig and Naruto Baka, and my dream is, looks at Menma and squeals. Everyone. She's a fanatic. Kagami. Okay, Team 7, we're leaving and you have a test tomorrow and don't have breakfast, it would be. So Team 7 leaves the roof now only Team 12 remains. Kushina. Now tell us your tastes, smiling. Taiya. Well my name is Taiya Uzumaki, my likes are playing the flute, training and spending time with Naruto-kun, my dislikes are traitors and perverts, and my dream is to be a good shinobi, it would be. Yakumo. My name is Yakumo Kurama, my likes are flowers and training, my dislikes are perverts and those who think I'm weak, and my dream is to be a good clan leader, it would be. Satsuki. My name is Satsuki Uchiha, my likes are tomatoes and training, my dislikes are perverts and fanatics, my dream is more of a goal, I want to re-establish my clan and destroy someone, is that specific, it would be. Naruto. My name is Naruto Angels, my likes are training, my family and being stronger, my dislikes are those who believe that with words everything is forgiven, and my dream is to be the strongest, seriously. Kushina felt a pang because Naruto still hadn't forgiven her, but when she heard him say that with words he wouldn't get her forgiveness, she would do it with actions. Kushina. Tomorrow we will start with the simple missions before doing more complicated ones, it would be. So Team 11 left the roof and went to their homes. With Team 12. Yugao was in a field with her students, she wanted to know about them. Yugao. Well, I'm going to start. I'm Yugao Yuzuki. My likes are training with the sword, being strong and taking care of my loved ones. My dislikes are perverts and those who think I'm weak. My dream is to meet someone I love and be the best swordswoman, smiling. Karen. My name is Karen Uzumaki. My likes are helping my loved ones and Raymond. My dislikes are idiots who think they're the big deal and perverts. And my dream is to start a family in the future, smiling. Hinata. I am Hinata Hyuga. My likes are cinnamon sweets, training and taking care of my loved ones. I don't have many dislikes, but I don't like people to think I'm useless, and my dream is to be the leader of my clan, smiling and blushing while looking at Gohan. Gohan. My name is Gohan Otsutsuki. My likes are training, eating, helping those who need me. My dislikes are those who use their powers to destroy and conquer, and my dream is to be the strongest warrior and leader of my clan, seriously. Yugao. Tomorrow let's go on our first mission, smiling. So the group went home, but Gohan decided to go out with Hinata to get to know each other better. But Naruto. This one was with Taiya eating some ramen dishes since Naruto got hungry. Naruto. Taiya-chan, I love eating with you, smiling. Taiya. Me too, smiling. Naruto. Well, do you want to train? Smiling. She nods and so they both went to train at the Otsutsuki residence. Goku. Goku was remembering when he went to the village of the mist. He remembered that there was a civil war, but he defeated Yugura and extracted the tailed beast before destroying him. Goku remembered that he also met a woman in the mist village whose name was Mei Terumi. Mei was saved by Goku from being killed by Yugura, and that was when Goku got angry and gave Yugura what he deserved. The village of Fog only knows that Goku defeated Yugura and they treated him with respect. In the village of Fog. Mei Terumi was sitting in the office since she was the Mizukage, and in that she would take a picture of her with Goku. Mei. I miss you Goku, you don't know how much I missed you these years, sad. Mei doesn't know that Goku is on the planet but in the Leaf Village taking care of her. What will happen? See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 9 The Snow Princess. Previously the shinobi teams were formed, although Naruto was upset because his sensei was Kushina, but at least he wasn't on the same team as the annoying Menma and Naruko. Present. We are in the Otsutsuki residence where we see Asuna talking to Naruto. Asuna. My son, seriously, that woman you called mother before is your sensei, would be. Naruto. Yes, but at least I'm not with those clowns Menma and Naruko, seriously. Asuna. Well that's the good thing, but I'll be watching her, it would be. Naruto. Well mom, I have to go with my team, seriously. Asuna. Good luck on your first mission, smiling. So Naruto went to fulfill the mission, but before leaving he went for Taiya and both went to the training camp. The others were gathered at the training camp, but when Naruto and Taiya Kushina arrived they would talk. Kushina. Listen Team 11, I have to tell you that we will start with D-rank missions so you can work as a team, smiling. So they started doing D-rank missions like helping in the gardens, painting houses, etc. 10 days later. We see Team 11 in the cinema watching the film of actress Koyuki. Naruto admired this woman. When the movie ended, Team 11 left the cinema and went to get something to eat. But at that moment a woman runs on a horse, but Naruto recognizes her was Yuki Fujika's. Naruto went after her, but the woman tried to avoid him, but the black-haired boy managed to stop her. Naruto. Calm down, I'm not going to hurt you, I just want to help you because you're running away, curious. Yuki saw that Naruto was not someone annoying, but when she saw him in detail, she saw that he was not a bad person. Yuki. How do I know I can trust you? Would be. Naruto. If I were evil I would already be grabbing you and abusing you or attacking you, but I'm not like that, seriously. Yuki saw that Naruto was right, but before anyone could say anything some guys appear, but before Naruto attacked Kushina stops them. Kushina. Naruto, they are not bad, they are just the actress's team, and the director is the client of our next mission, it would be. Naruto understood, but he still didn't like Kushina, but then Yuki tries to escape, but Naruto stops her. Then they went to the Hokage Tower to announce that they are going to do the mission. Team 11 went to fulfill their mission, but Kushina doesn't know Naruto's great power. In the Hokage Tower. Team 12 would arrive at the tower to do their next mission, but they were already fed up with the D-rank missions, and that was how Minato would speak. Minato. Listen, as a new mission you will have to escort Tazuna, a builder from the country of waves, seriously. At that moment an elderly man wearing a hat would enter. Tazuna. A tomato, a blind girl and a purple-haired girl, but I see that the pale boy is rude, serious. Hinata and Karen wanted to beat him up, but this didn't happen because Gohan stopped them from doing anything stupid. Gohan. Girls calm down, our mission is to protect him, not hurt him, seriously. Yugao. You're right, Team 12. I'll see you at the entrance to Konoha in 30 minutes, it would be. So Team 12 prepares for their mission to go to the land of waves. First they went for some things. With Team 11. We are with Naruto who was chatting with his girlfriend Taiya, but Satsuki was a little jealous that Naruto already has a girlfriend. Naruto. This will be exciting, smiling. Taiya. Because she is so lonely, looking at Yuki. Naruto. I don't know, seriously. At that moment, Satsuki and Yakumo approached to talk to Naruto. Naruto. Girls, pay attention, I have a feeling that when we arrive there will be enemy ninjas, seriously. Satsuki. Because you say so, curious. Naruto. One of my abilities is to detect those who are either near or far, also through that aura, if it is not evil it is not an enemy, seriously. Satsuki. Wow, like a tracker, surprised. Naruto. That's right, smiling. Yakumo. I hope everything goes well, worried. After a long journey they arrived at the land of snow. Kushina. We're here, smiling. At that moment they would get off the ship to head to their destination without knowing what awaits them. With Team 12. After leaving Konoha, Team 12 went to fulfill their mission, but were attacked by 2 rogue ninjas from the mist, but Gohan easily defeated them and tied them to a tree. It was there that Tazuna revealed everything, and that where he lives is being tormented by a business mobster. When they were about to withdraw, Gohan stops. Gohan. I won't let those people suffer because of that scoundrel. If you want to come back, do it, but I won't come back until I complete the mission, seriously. Yugao. Go Gohan-kun, you're right, we shouldn't retreat, it would be. Hinata. If he goes, I'll go too, it would be. Parent. Gohan-kun, you have my support, it would be. So they continued with the mission to save those people from that scoundrel cat. With Naruto. He and his team were escorting Yuki. But at that moment some enemy shinobi appear. The snow shinobi attacked the group, but the leader received a blow to the face from Naruto. Naruto. I'm going for the leader, you take care of the others, seriously. And that Taiya launches herself against the other shinobi, while Satsuki fights against the enemy girl. The sand shinobis, although they were more numerous, were no match for Naruto and his team. Kushina and Yakumo protect the others. Elsewhere. We see that the person who ordered the attack was Dodo Kazuhana. Dodo thought he would have already killed Yuki, but he doesn't know that his shinobi are not going to fulfill their objective. With Naruto. This one with a blow to the neck left his enemies unconscious and tied them to a tree. Naruto. Why did they attack us? Can someone tell us what's going on? Seriously. Kushina. You see, in reality, Yuki Fujikaze is not a real name, but Koyuki Kazuhana. She is the heir to the throne since she is actually a princess, but her evil uncle Dodo Kazuhana killed her brother, that is, Koyuki's father, to take the throne from him. Kagami and I went to save her, and from that day on, Koyuki did not want to return to the country of snow, seriously. Naruto was shocked by this, he never knew that when he was still in Uzumaki Namikaze. Naruto. I see, then I must stop that madman, seriously. But at that moment several Dodo shinobis appear since the previous ones failed. One of them kidnaps Yuki, but at that moment Naruto appears behind and knocks out the kidnapper and grabs Koyuki, making her blush. Naruto. You'll pay dearly for this, Dodo Kazuhana, seriously. Naruto went with the others. Now Naruto had to exterminate Dodo Kazuhana for all the evil he did. With Team 12. Team 12 arrived at the land of waves, but when they stop for a moment Yugao screams. Yugao. Careful, worried. The reason for the scream is because a giant sword was going to hit them, but Gohan concentrates his Kai on his feet and kicks the sword, causing it to crash into a tree, but at that moment a guy with a bandaged face appears. Yugao sees him and realizes who the guy was. Yugao. From what I see, it's Zabuza Momoshiki, one of the 7 swordsmen of the mist and a renegade ninja from the village of Mist, serious. Zabuza Momoshiki. Wow, but she's Yugao Yuzuki, one of the best kunoichis of the leaf, but also an expert swordsman. Give me the old man and no one will get hurt, seriously. Yugao. I'll take care of him. They don't know that he's a danger, he would be. So Yugao would take out a sword to fight Zabuza, but at that moment Zabuza summons water clones. Gohan. They are clones, we must defeat them, seriously. At that point Karen and Hinata start fighting against Zabuza's clones. Gohan without much effort managed to defeat the clones. He saw Yugao in trouble and decided to help her. Zabuza was giving Yugao a lot of trouble, but the Saiyan stops the fight. Gohan. Prepare to pay the consequences, seriously. At that moment he activates his Kai aura and launches himself into battle against Zabuza, where the masked man summons more clones, but they were of no use. Until eventually Zabuza falls to the ground dead and behind him appears a masked person. Thanks, I've been looking for Zabuza, serious voice. At that moment the masked person disappears along with Zabuza's corpse. Gohan. Yugao-sensei, which ninja was the masked person, curious. Yugao. He was a hunter ninja, his mission was to hunt down renegade ninjas, it would be. Gohan. He's alive, serious. Yugao. Confused. Hinata. Gohan-kun, what do you mean by saying that the mummy guy is alive if he was stuck with senbon needles? Confused. Gohan. I can still feel his energy, and if Zabuza were dead, I wouldn't be able to feel his energy, seriously. Karen. That hunter ninja must be his assistant or something similar, it would be. Yugao. Hey, if we continue with the trip, I'm already a bit tired from fighting Zabuza, it would be. Tazuna. Don't worry about the shelter, my house isn't far from here, seriously. So the group heads to Tazuna's house to rest. Returning with Naruto. Naruto was meditating since he had hidden power, but at that moment he heard some screams and he stopped meditating, and at that moment he ran to look for Koyuki, but she had been captured. At that moment Naruto concentrated his energy on Koyuki and found her a few kilometers away. Naruto. I already found her, seriously. At that Naruto puts 2 fingers on his forehead and disappears, surprising everyone but more Kushina, since that technique reminds her of Minato's Hiraishin. Naruto appears where Koyuki was and he fights against the guards, and at that moment Naruto finishes them off with a Kai sword. He arrives at Koyuki's cell and breaks the bars as if it were nothing. Naruto. Let's go Koyuki-chan, seriously. But then he dodges an attack and at that moment Naruto sees Dodo. Dodo. You're a tough guy, but now I'll kill you and then I'll kill that brat, smiling maliciously. And that he attacks Naruto, but the black-haired man dodges it without much effort. And that Naruto, to make him suffer, transforms into Super Saiyan Rose. Dodo was scared, he had never seen anything like this before, but then Naruto stared at him. Naruto. Because you did all this because you killed your own brother, cold. Dodo. I did it because I wanted to activate a treasure, and not only that, also to take over the throne. That idiot brother of mine didn't deserve the position. Now all I need is to kill that bitch in the throne, laughing like a madman. What Dodo doesn't know is that he made the worst mistake of his life. Naruto grabs Dodo by the neck and then he sends him flying into the sky where Dodo was reaching the top, but Naruto rose up and hit him with a blow that sends him down. Dodo was in free fall, but at that moment Naruto grabs him and throws him towards some trees. Dodo tries to get up, but Naruto arrived first, and then the Saiyan hits him several times in the stomach. Dodo spits out saliva and blood at the same time, but Naruto summons a Kai sword and cuts off Dodo's left arm, making him scream in pain. Naruto. You like it how you like it, cold. At that Dodo spits blood, but Naruto doesn't stop, and at that moment he throws him into the sky and makes a position. Naruto. Kamehameha, throwing a Kamehameha. The Kamehameha hits the photo, disintegrating it completely, and Naruto calms down, returning to his base state. Naruto went with Koyuki, but then she kissed him on the lips. Naruto blushed but gladly accepted the kiss. Koyuki. Thanks Naruto-kun, blushing. Naruto. You're welcome, the kiss didn't bother me, but thank goodness Daiya-chan didn't see me or she'll shatter me into pieces, nervous. Both return with the others where Naruto was burned by his team since they saw that he returned with Koyuki. Naruto. Dodo is already history now, that curious. After that they find the treasure that Dodo was talking about and it was a heater and they turn it on. It was so hot that the country of snow is now the country of spring. Koyuki is now the princess of the country of spring. She announced that she would continue to be an actress but would be attentive to her country. Daiya went to talk to Koyuki since she saw that she was more affectionate with Naruto, so she went to talk to her. They both agreed to share Naruto since Daiya knew that there were more girls apart from her who were in love with Naruto. Now Naruto got a princess as a partner and saved her from certain death that will happen, see it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 10. Liberation of the Land of Waves. Naruto had arrived at the country of snow where he faced some enemy ninjas and fought against the evil Dodo who wanted to kill his niece Koyuki Kazuhana, but fortunately Naruto killed the wretch and activated the treasure that turned the country of snow into the country of spring. Koyuki fell in love with Naruto and she would talk to Daiya so that she would share Naruto. Present. Land of Waves. It is shown what happened during the time Naruto was in the country of snow, that is, this is during Naruto's stay with Koyuki. Team 12 was walking, but Gohan would carry Yugao in a bridal manner since she was tired of fighting Zabuza. Yugao. Gohan-kun, you don't have to carry me, blushing. Gohan. Yugao-chan is very tired, besides I can lift many tons thanks to my father's training, smiling. Yugao is surprised by this, but she still felt sorry for Gohan carrying her. But Hinata and Karen were jealous of seeing how Gohan takes care of Yugao. And that they would arrive at Tazuna's house where a beautiful woman comes out. Dad, I'm glad you came, smiling. Tazuna. Hello Tsunami, they helped me get back, pointing at Team 12. Tsunami. Nice to meet you, I'm Tsunami, Tazuna's daughter, smiling. Gohan. Nice to meet you, miss, smiling. Tsunami blushes a little at how chivalrous Gohan was. Then Gohan leaves Yugao in a bed in a guest room. At that moment the others were gathered in the room, but then a child appeared, it was Inari, Tazuna's grandson. Inari. What are you doing here? If you stay, the cat will kill you, seriously. Gohan. I don't think that idiot can do anything to us, seriously. Inari. There are no heroes, seriously. At that Gohan gets up a bit furious, but he knew he shouldn't hit him. Gohan. You don't know what it's like to suffer, since my brother Naruto suffered in his childhood since his village saw him as a monster, well not the whole village, but later my family welcomed him with open arms, but look kid, crying won't solve anything, seriously. At that Gohan leaves so that he doesn't do something he might regret. Tsunami. What I heard is true, it would be. Hinata. That's right Naruto-kun, Gohan-kun's brother, he suffered, but now he lives with his family, it would be. A few minutes later. Gohan would return, but they told him that he had to go get food, so Gohan went to get food. He saw the poor conditions of the village, and this made him clench his fists because he did not like beings who abused their power to do bad things. And that he sees how a seller was being threatened by some cat gang members, and one of them was holding a girl. Salesman. Please don't take my daughter, pleading. Gang member. Shut up trash, she's the payment you owe us, arrogant. Gang member 2. We told him that if he didn't give us the money we would take his daughter ha 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 ha, laughing like crazy. At that moment the seller tries to do something, but the gang member pushes him causing him to fall to the ground. At that Gohan explodes in anger when he sees how those gang members were trying to take the seller's daughter. At that the Saiyan gives him a blow that sends the gang member flying far away. Gang member 2. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing? Annoyed. Gohan looks at him with a murderous look and in a quick movement makes the gang member release the girl, and in that Gohan hits him several times and leaves him on the ground injured. Gohan grabs the gang member and kicks him in the butt, sending him far away. Girl. Thank you for saving me, sadly. Gohan. You're welcome, smiling. Salesman. Thank you, young man, for saving my daughter from those ruffians, smiling. Gohan would see that the market was short of food. Gohan. Sir, why don't I see food in your store? Curious. Salesman. Oh boy, it's the cat's fault, we don't get much food, that's why people suffer from hunger, sad. Gohan. Wait, I have the solution, smiling. At that Gohan goes out and goes to a garden where he does a jutsu that makes fruits and vegetables grow in an instant. Gohan collects many things and that's how the inhabitants saw this. Gohan. Go ahead villagers, eat whatever you want since this is for you so you don't die of hunger, smiling. So all the villagers went to eat the fruits and vegetables as if there was no tomorrow. The villagers were happy and hoped that Gohan would kill the cat so they wouldn't suffer anymore. Gohan. Well, I'll go hunt for something to eat, seriously. Gohan went hunting and caught some fish and a big boar. Gohan returned to Tizuna's house where Tsunami prepared the food that Gohan had brought. When the food was ready, everyone would sit down to eat. Gohan told about how he helped the village feed them since there wasn't much food. Tizuna. Young man, you are incredible, you have a big heart, smiling. Gohan. I just don't like to see people suffer so I did the right thing, smiling. Karen. That's right Gohan-kun, smiling. Hinata. He is always kind, smiling. And that they notice a photo where there was a man with Tizuna's family. Yugao. Hey, who is he? Looking at the photo. At that, Inari leaves the dining room with a blank look. Yugao. Oh, I shouldn't have asked, sadly. Tizuna. He is Kaiza, Inari's father. Well, he wasn't his real father, but he loved him very much. He was a fisherman, and many considered him a hero for saving the village, seriously. Gohan. And how Inari met him, serious and curious. Tizuna. Inari was drowning after falling off the dock, but Kaiza saved him, and that's how Inari saw him as a father, until he became part of our family, seriously. Hinata. And what happened to him, curious. Tizuna. When Cat appeared and terrorized the village, Kaiza tried to stop him, but failed, and in front of the entire village, Cat showed what happens if they messed with him, and Cat killed Kaiza. Since that day, Inari is no longer the same happy child as before, serious and sad. Everyone was shocked by this revelation, and now they understood why Inari was like that. Gohan. That damn cat will pay dearly for this, seriously. So after everyone finished eating they went to sleep. At midnight. Gohan woke up because he was thirsty and went for a glass of water, but when he finished he would see Tsunami sitting in the living room in a bathrobe. Gohan. Tsunami-chan confundido. Tsunami. Ah Gohan, what are you doing awake? Curious. Gohan. I was thirsty and went for water. Tsunami-chan, and what are you doing, curious. Tsunami. I miss how Inari was before all this started. I don't know what to do. I don't think I'm a good mother, shedding tears. Gohan. No, Tsunami-chan, you're not like that, he's just hurt and hopeless. Look, Tsunami-chan, I don't think you're a bad mother. You just do what you can. I'll take care of eliminating that cat plague, determined. And that Tsunami gives a strong hug to Gohan because she felt a lot of affection, even though she denied it. After the hug they both went to sleep since it was still very late. The next day. Gohan was meditating since he had hidden power, although Naruto and Note were stronger than him, he was not far behind. But then someone was walking by, it was a girl with black hair and a pink dress. At that moment the mysterious girl saw Gohan with his eyes closed, she thought he was asleep and approached him. "You're going to catch a cold if you stay here," moving Gohan. At that the Saiyan opens his eyes and sees the face of the mysterious girl. "Gohan. I wasn't asleep, I was meditating. I'm Gohan. What's your name? Curious." "My name is Haku and I look for medicinal plants," smiling. "Gohan. I'll gladly help you," smiling. "Haku. It's okay," smiling. And that Gohan helps Haku to collect the medicinal plants. "Haku. Thanks, and by the way I'm a man, would be." "Gohan. Haha, I wasn't born yesterday, I know you're a woman since you smell like perfume, your voice isn't rough, and it's not that I'm perverted, but your bust is bigger than his, he's a man, but don't worry, I didn't see anything, and tell the mummy face that I'll be waiting for him, seriously." "Haku. How do you know?" surprised. "Gohan. You're the same person who stuck the needles in Zabuza, but don't worry, I won't hurt you, seriously." Haku was surprised since she didn't expect Gohan to know her identity. Later. Team 12 was working on the bridge while Gohan stayed at Izuna's house as he was training a little. But then a fog appears and right there Zabuza and Haku appear in their ninja suits. "Zabuza. Yugao, we have unfinished business, seriously." At that Haku would take out his needles to fight and that's when the fight happens. Yugao fights Zabuza and Karen and Hinata take care of Haku. Han Gohan. He felt trouble and went to see what was happening and saw Tsunami being grabbed by the Catman. Gohan in a quick movement hits them, knocking them out on the ground. Gohan. "Tsunami, are you okay? Serious?" "Tsunami. Thanks Gohan," blushing. Then another Catman appears and tries to kill Inari, but Gohan was faster and with one movement he breaks his hand and hits him in the face leaving him out of combat. "Inari. Why did you do that after how I treated you?" sadly. Gohan. "Inari, I don't care how they treat me, I would never let them hurt you because I don't want them to do anything to you. Now I have to go, seriously." At that point the Saiyan flies off to help his team, leaving Inari and Tsunami surprised that the Saiyan could fly. On bridge. The fight would be somewhat complicated, but at that moment Gohan appears in front of Zabuza and stops his sword. Gohan. "Hello mummy man," mockingly. Zabuza. "Brat, you'll see what you did to me," annoyed. At that point the Saiyan and the renegade ninja begin a fight, but Zabuza creates water clones. Gohan. "You're not the only one with tricks, seriously." And that he makes blood clones where they would take care of Zabuza's clones. After a long fight, Gohan had Zabuza at his mercy with the sword in his hand. Zabuza waited his end, but then the sword stuck in the ground. Gohan. "I'm not going to kill you since Haku loves you like his father, seriously." Zabuza. "But why do you do it?" Serious and confused. Gohan. "I saw that you had no evil in your heart and that you only did it because the cat ordered you to, seriously." At that Gohan sees that Hinata and Karen managed to get out of Haku's mirrors and hit him several times, but he still had energy, but Gohan stops the fight. Gohan. "Even she is no longer an enemy, seriously." Hinata and Karen reluctantly agreed but still didn't trust Haku. But at that moment they heard slow footsteps and applause and they saw a short man and an army. Pat. Wow, I see Zabuza failed, mockingly. Zabuza. "Cat, what are you doing here?" Confused. Pat. "You are no longer useful to me, trash. Now I will kill you and sell your daughter as a slave," smiling maliciously. At that Zabuza gets up and with the energy he had left he would start to kill all the cat mercenaries, but there were more than him, but Zabuza did not give up. When only a few cats remained, he stabs Zabuza with a katana and then kicks his body. Pat. "That's what heroes gain by trying to challenge me, arrogant." Zabuza crawls. Haku runs to help him, but Zabuza didn't have much time left. Zabuza. "Haku, listen to me, I don't have much time left. You were never a weapon to me, you are my daughter. You didn't see me as a monster. I always loved taking care of you as if you were my daughter and I want to ask you something, dying." Haku. "What?" with tears in his eyes. Zabuza. "May you form a beautiful family, my dear Haku. Hey, child, please take care of Haku, I'll leave him to you, dying." Zabuza took one last breath as his life faded away and closed his eyes, never to open them again. Haku cried loudly for Zabuza's death. Pat. "Until you finally died, arrogant." Gohan, seeing what the cat did, starts to get angry and then the cat screams. Gohan. Ah. Gohan at that moment transforms into a Super Saiyan and then concentrates his energy in his hand, making the Kai sword. Gohan. "You'll pay, damn you," annoyed. At that point, the remaining mercenaries attacked Gohan, but he pierced them right in the heart with his Kai sword, killing them. Now only the cat remained. In that case, the cat tries to use his katana, but Gohan breaks it with his Kai sword and then he hits the cat and knocks him to the ground. Cat. Wait, don't kill me, I'll give you whatever you want, terrified. Gohan. No, because you killed innocent people on your whims, you left many without supplies or water, now you will die damn cold. At that Gohan undoes the Kai sword and at that he concentrates energy in his hands and screams. Gohan, Kami Hai Iolans Ando on Kamehameha. The Kamehameha hits the cat, disintegrating it from existence. Beidou was finally defeated and at that moment Gohan detransforms, but in that moment he receives a kiss on the lips from Haku. This surprised everyone, but Karen, Hinata and Yuga were jealous because Haku got there before them. After breaking away from the kiss Gohan was embarrassed because it was his first kiss. Haku. Thank you for avenging Zabuza, blushing. Gohan. You're welcome, blushing. After that the news of the cat's death spread and everyone celebrated the hero who eliminated the cat and his army. Days later. The bridge was already finished since with the help of Gohan and Team 12, they finished in a short time. Tazuna. Thanks for your help, now the bridge is finished, smiling. Tsunami. Thanks for saving us from the cat, smiling. Inari. I'll miss you Gohan, sad. Gohan. Don't be sad Inari, I'll visit them, smiling. Inari gives Gohan a hug, this surprised him, but he accepted the hug. Yugao. Gohan-kun let's go to the village, smiling. At that Gohan was going to leave, but Haku hugs him. Haku. Can I go with you? Blushing. Gohan. Of course, smiling. So Haku takes Gohan's hand making her friends and sensei jealous and so Team 12 retreats back to Konoha. Tazuna. What will we call the bridge, curious. Inari. I already know the Sun Bridge, smiling. Everyone accepted the name since that was Gohan's last name, since they will remember him as the hero who defeated the cat. Now Team 12 was going back to the Leaf Village to give the mission report that will happen. See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 11 Discovering a Horrible Truth. Previously both brothers fulfilled their respective mission where both won something without knowing it, but they know that these will not be the only challenges. Present. We are at the entrance of Konoha where we see Naruto's team arrive at the village, but then Gohan's team would arrive. Naruto. Brother, I see you completed the mission, smiling. Gohan. If I faced enemy ninjas, seriously. Naruto. I see and who is she, looking at Haku. Haku. My name is Haku, smiling. Gohan. She can use ice, she's an expert like a Chunin, smiling. Naruto. I see, smiling. After that they enter the village, but Kushina and Yugao told them that they should report the mission. Later. We see Naruto training with Gohan, but both were giving their all in training, since Naruto was training in Super Saiyan Rose and Gohan in Super Saiyan Blue evolution. After a hard training they detransformed and went out to eat something at Ichiraku. Both told about their missions where they told about their battles and that AM would approach. AM. Naruto, how did your mission go? Smiling. Naruto. It went well for me, smiling. AM. Naruto-kun can I ask you something, blushing. Naruto. Tell me, smiling. AM. I want you to go out with me someday, blushing. Naruto almost choked on his food hearing that, but he knew it would happen someday. Naruto. Well AM, I must compensate you for leaving without saying goodbye, sadly. AM. How nice when will it be, curious. Naruto. Tomorrow night, smiling. AM. Good, smiling. At that Naruto would pay for the ramen and left with Gohan, but at that Naruto was observed by Kushina, who was looking for a way for Naruto to forgive her. The next day. We see Gohan walking down the street, but then he would meet Karen. Gohan. Karen-chan what do you need, smiling. Karen. Gohan-kun, I want to talk to you in a remote area so that we are not seen, sadly. Gohan. Of course Karen, smiling. Then they both went somewhere else to talk a little, but Gohan doesn't know what Karen had planned. With Naruto. He was training in a training camp with Satsuki since he was teaching him Kai, since she was one of the few he trusted. Naruto. That's it Satsuki-chan, concentrate and you'll be able to have Kai either to fly or use attacks, smiling. The black-haired girl nods where she focuses on that and in that she manages to fly, since that was what she could achieve. Naruto. Well done, smiling. Satsuki. Naruto-kun can I ask you something, blushing. Naruto. I'm curious. Satsuki. How powerful is your clan? Curious. Naruto. Well, the most powerful are my parents since they surpass me by far, serious. Satsuki. I see, surprised. Naruto. Well, we're done fighting, now let's go, smiling. Elsewhere. We see Karen summoning Gohan to a place where no one would see them, where the Saiyans still did not understand why Karen called him. Gohan. Karen-chan what do you have to tell me, curious. At that Karen blushes for what she was going to say to Gohan. Karen. Gohan-kun, since you saved me and did so much for me, I began to feel something I never thought I would feel, blushing. Gohan. What did you feel? Confused. Karen. I appreciate love, I'm in love with you Gohan-kun, blushing. Gohan. Karen-chan, to tell the truth, I feel the same way about you, since every time I see you I feel like I should always be there for you, blushing. At that Karen and Gohan hug each other and after that their faces join in a tender kiss. The Saiyan hugged Karen's hip while the Uzumaki hugged him by the neck, deepening the kiss even more. They continued like this for a few minutes until they separated due to lack of air. Gohan. I love you Karen, do you want to be my girlfriend? Blushing. Karen. Yes, I want Gohan-kun, blushing. In that, they both kiss again to start their courtship without knowing that Naruto saw everything from afar. Naruto. Good for my brother, smiling. So Naruto left so as not to interrupt her moment and went somewhere else since he had his date with AM. Naruto was wearing casual clothes and waited for AM where a few minutes later AM would arrive. She was not wearing her typical cook outfit, she was wearing a beautiful green dress. AM. How do I look Naruto-kun, sad. Naruto. You look like a beautiful emerald AM-chan, blushing. AM and Naruto went to a very exclusive and private restaurant in the village, but Naruto luckily had a reservation there. They arrived at a table in a part where no one would bother them. Naruto. AM-chan, I haven't stopped thinking about you since I left the village, but I actually left you a letter when I left, sadly. AM. Naruto-kun, I'm very glad you're back, but I have a question I wanted to ask you, sadly. Naruto. Which AM-chan, curious. AM. Naruto-kun you love me even though I'm not a shinobi or have ninja skills or am a warrior, sadly. Naruto then takes AM's hands, making her blush. Naruto. AM-chan, I love you even if you're not a shinobi, I don't necessarily love strong girls, you're very sweet even though you don't fight, I love you very much and as proof, smiling. And that Naruto gives a tender kiss to AM, she blushes but accepts the kiss. AM. I love you Naruto-kun, blushing. Naruto. I love you too AM-chan, it doesn't matter that you're not a shinobi, I love everything about you, blushing. Then they asked for their food, which would arrive shortly after, and they began to eat quietly. In the Hokage Tower. We see Kushina arriving with dinner for Minato, but she was thinking about how to get Naruto back however, when she was arriving at the office she stops and hears some moans. Kushina. Minato what's going on, worried. Then she sees that the door is ajar and when she looks out she sees something that leaves her in shock and destroys her. Minato was kissing one of the civilian counselors. Counselor. Ah, hit me hard, ah, moaning. Minato. As you wish, lustful. Minato then continues with his act until he finishes a while and then he says something to the counselor but not before adjusting his clothes. Minato. Oh Miwa, you don't know how much I love you, smiling. Miwa. Okay Minato-kun, but when are you going to leave that tomato-headed bitch, mockingly. Minato. Oh dear, she doesn't know that I never loved her, I only used her to know the secrets of the Uzumaki clan and she is nothing compared to you, you are more beautiful than her, making fun of Kushina. Kushina is in shock and tears fill her eyes. Something a bit like this. Then she opens the door, but Minato gets scared when he sees her. Minato. Kushina what are you doing here, nervous? Kushina. All this time you used me, you never loved me, sobbing. Minato. No tomato head never loved you, mockingly. At that Kushina collapses on the ground while bursting into tears. Ignore the blood. Kushina just started crying while Minato and Miwa laugh at her suffering. But at that moment someone appears who was Goku since he felt problems. Goku saw Kushina crying and Minato and his lover laughing at her, at which point Goku activated a killer instinct that scared everyone. Minato. What are you doing here? Cold. Goku. Don't talk to me like that, miserable mortal, terrifying voice. In that Minato attacks him wherein that Goku easily, and in that he subdues him. Goku. You are a damn mortal, how dare you hurt her, you are a damned person, I should have killed you when I visited this planet years ago, cold. Minato has a memory and remembers that in the Shinobi Wars, there was a mysterious guy who defeated enemies without any problem. Minato. You are the entity that defeated enemies without problem, shocked. Goku. Yes, and I didn't like what you did. Now you will suffer the consequences, terrifying voice. And that Goku beats Minato up, leaving him badly injured. Goku. I won't waste a Hakai on trash like you, cold. Miwa had fainted from fear and then Goku takes Kushina somewhere else. Kushina then looks up and says to Minato in a muffled voice. Kushina. I want a divorce, muffled voice. At first Minato didn't want to accept, but Goku takes out energy from his hand ready to throw, and then Minato agrees to the divorce. Later. Kushina was crying inconsolably, but Goku was hugging her to comfort her. Kushina. I'm stupid, I got carried away by what that bastard said, I'm a bitch, crying. Goku hugs her more to calm her down a little. Goku. It's not your fault, it's that bastard who only uses you, if he does something stupid I'll make him disappear forever, cold. Kushina. Goku-san thinks I'm a bitch, crying. Goku. No, because you were just a puppet in that scoundrel's game, you only did what he told you, seriously. Kushina. Goku-san I just want my son to love me, but I don't know how, crying. Goku. Kushina-chan, you want to earn Naruto's forgiveness, well show him that you want his forgiveness not with words, but with actions, seriously. Kushina just hugs Goku while crying even more. Goku. That's it, let it all out. I'm here to comfort you, smiling. After that Kushina went back to her house where she told everything. The daughters were shocked that their father never loved them, but Menma said he asked for it since he was a pathetic tomato. As a consequence, Kushina hit Menma with a frying pan and then the divorce took place where Kushina stays with her daughters while Minato with Menma, but now Kushina needs a place to live. Goku. If you want, you can stay in my clan, smiling. Kushina. Seriously Goku-san I don't know, sad. Goku. Accept it since I have plenty of space, smiling. Kushina. Okay, well, daughters want to live with Goku-san, curious. They nod without any other option, and then Kushina and her daughters went to live in the Otsutsuki clan. Goku clarified the situation to his family, but Naruto still had distrust of the Uzumaki, but thanks to his father's advice, he knows that the Uzumaki must earn his trust with actions. Now a dark secret of Minato's has been discovered, but he doesn't know that it is only the beginning of the true suffering that will happen. See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 12. The One-Tailed Jinchuriki. Previously we saw how Team 12 returned from their mission, but not only that, but Gohan and Karen became boyfriend and girlfriend. But something happened, Kushina discovers that Minato always lied to her and never touched her, but Goku came out and gave her what she deserved, and then Kushina and Minato got divorced. Present. It was a new day in the Leaf Village, and we are in the Sun Otsutsuki clan where we see the family members having breakfast, and we see that Kushina and her daughters were at the table. Kushina looked in amazement at how Goku eat so much, since there were many empty plates of food. Kushina. How can she eat so much and not gain weight? Surprised. Goku. It's my metabolism since I can eat so much and not gain weight, smiling. After breakfast the others went with their respective teams to continue training. Later. Goku was training, but then none other than Vegeta appeared, but he was wearing the clothes of the Destroyer God. Goku. Vegeta how long, smiling. Vegeta. Yes Kakaroto quite seriously. Goku. Vegeta, how have you been doing and with your family? Curious. Vegeta. Bulma is fine, Trunks and Bra are strong warriors, although they still can't beat me, seriously. If you ask how they are still alive it is because they are immortal. Goku. I see, say hello from me, why did you come? Curious. Vegeta. I was touring the Kakaroto universes, seriously. Goku. Well, even if I wanted to fight with you, we know we can't do it here, seriously. At that moment Mikishin approaches and hugs Goku. Mikishin. Don't worry, I can help you, smiling. She creates a pocket dimension where Goku and Vegeta could have a fight without damaging the planet. With Team 11. Naruto and his team were training, but then Kushina arrived who had an announcement for her team. Kushina. Team 11, I have an announcement for you, smiling. Ikumo. What is it, curious? Kushina. I signed them up for the Chunin exams, smiling. Ikumo. Chunin exams, confused. Naruto. Yakumo-chan, you see, the Chunin exams are tests in which a genin is promoted to Chunin, smiling. Satsuki. How nice, smiling. After that they continued with their training where Naruto continues helping Satsuki to manage Kai and how to avoid falling into Genjutsus. With Team 12. Gohan was walking with Karen and Hinata, but then Gohan feels like he's being followed, but then he sees a strange square rock. Gohan. That's the dumbest costume I've ever seen, it's obvious there are no square stones, seriously. You discovered my disguise, you're clever boss, excited. Then the box opens and out come about 3 children, the first one had dark hair with a blue scarf, a girl with orange hair and tied, and finally a boy with glasses. Gohan. Wow, it's Konohamaru, smiling. Konohamaru. Gohan, they are my friends Yuden and Mogi, smiling. Yuden. It's true that your family doesn't use chakra, curious. Mogi. That's impressive, smiling. Karen. Gohan-kun, how did you meet these children? Curious. Gohan. After the Genin graduation I met Konohamaru and there we became friends and I gave him several tips to be a good shinobi, remembering how he met Konohamaru. Hinata. I see, smiling. After that they play with the others, but then Naruto arrives. Naruto. Konohamaru, how are you? Smiling. Konohamaru. Okay, boss Naruto, hey, let's play it being ninjas, curious. Naruto. I'm already a Konohamaru ninja, smiling. After that Konohamaru runs but collides with a boy wearing dark clothing and his face painted. But he grabs Konohamaru by the neck, threatening him. Konohamaru. Hey, let me go, in pain. I don't think so, brat cold. Kankuro stopper you know you regret it, it would be. The person who spoke to the now identified as Kankuro was a blonde girl with her hair tied in 4 pigtails, she was wearing a lilac dress and had a fan. Kankuro, no T-metas Tamari Sirio. But then Kankuro feels someone touch his shoulder, but a punch goes straight towards his face, causing him to release Konohamaru. The person responsible was Gohin who didn't like those who threatened the weaker ones. Gohin. Are you okay Konohamaru, curious. Konohamaru. Yes, thank you Gohin, smiling. Tamari. Wow who are you cute boy, curious. Gohin. Hello pretty girl, I'm Gohin, smiling. Tamari. You are very handsome, I am Tamari, smiling. But Karen and Hinata got jealous of how Tamari talked to Gohin. Kankuro gets up since the punch hurt him quite a bit. Kankuro. Ouch, how strong are you, seriously. But that's what I was going to use the puppet behind me for. Tamari. Seriously Kankuro it would be. Naruto. Hey, you can get out of there now, seriously. At that moment, Satsuki came out of a tree with a serious look. Satsuki. I see you noticed me Naruto-kun, seriously. Naruto. I'm not talking about you Satsuki, I'm talking about the girl over there, seriously and pointing at a tree. Then they see where Naruto was pointing and there was a girl with red hair and a mark on her forehead and a pumpkin on her back. Kankuro you are embarrassing our village, cold. Kankuro. Gaga nervioso. And that the red-haired girl disappears in the sand and appears next to Kankuro and Tamari. Ara. An apology for what this fool did would be. Naruto. You are not from here since from what I see you are from the sand village and you come for the Chunin exams, seriously. Tamari. That's right, smiling. Gohin. Well, we welcome you, seriously. Ara. Let's go, it would be. They were about to leave, but Naruto stopped them. Naruto. What's your name? Pointing at Gaara. Gaara. My name is Gaara of the desert, you make me curious, would be. At that point the sand group leaves and goes home since they had no missions to do. Han Goku. Goku and Vegeta had a fight in the pocket dimension created by Mikishin, which ended in a draw. Vegeta. Well, I must go to my universe now, seriously. So Goku and Vegeta say goodbye and after that they leave the dimension and so Vegeta went to his universe. Goku went for a walk but met Mikoto who was in a training camp. Goku. Hello Mikoto, smiling. Mikoto. Goku-kun Sanrahata. Goku. I was walking, but I found you here, smiling. Mikoto. I see, smiling. Goku. Mikoto, what happened to your clan since I only see you and your daughter Satsuki, serious. Mikoto just makes a sad face as it hurts to remember that. Goku. Mikoto-chan, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine, I understand, seriously. Mikoto. You see, Goku-kun, I have another daughter named Ataki Uchiha, but you see, she killed my clan years ago, leaving only me and my youngest daughter Satsuki alive, sad. Goku. I'm sorry about what you went through Mikoto-chan, but you miss your oldest daughter, right? Serious and curious. Mikoto. Yes, I miss her a lot, I want to hug her and for her to love me, crying. Goku then decides to hug her to calm her down a little. Goku. Mikoto-chan, you are not alone. I promise I will bring your daughter back and you will know why she did this, it would be. Mikoto just hugs Goku as she slowly calmed down. Mikoto. They wanted to put me in as a breeding machine, but Goku-kun I want to confess something to you, sadly. Goku. What a thing Mikoto-chan, curious. But instead of an answer, Mikoto kissed Goku on the lips. This made him blush, but little by little he began to accept the kiss. Mikoto. Goku-kun I love you, you are the man of my dreams, since you did not see me as a hexual object, I want to marry you, you always make me happy when I am sad, blushing. Goku. It's okay Mikoto, but I'll have to talk to my wives since I don't want them to kill me, scared. But then Goku's wives come out, but they heard everything. Evelyn. We heard everything Goku-kun, smiling. Asuna. We understand why she fell in love with you since I saw that those old people want to turn her into a breeding machine, it would be. Pagaya. We won't let her suffer because of those fools, it would be. Mikishin. We accept her to enter our family, smiling. Mikoto gets happy about this and then she hugs Goku. Asuna. We will go to the Hokage to announce that Mikoto is engaged to Goku-kun, smiling. So they went somewhere else, but Kushina saw everything in the distance. Kushina. Goku is a good man now I understand why Naruto loves him so much I just hope to confess that I love him, he repaired my heart, sad. Kushina, throughout the time she was with Goku, saw that he was what Minato never was. A good-hearted man and at the same time a loving and wise father. But Naruto. He was talking to Hikari as he was telling her about Gaara, but Hikari had a serious look on her face. Hikari. You see Naruto-kun, she is a Jinchuriki, but she is the carrier of my sister, the one-tailed beast, it would be. Naruto. No wonder I detected an evil energy in her, it would be. Hikari. We must watch her so that she doesn't do anything stupid, seriously. Naruto. Gen Hikari-chan serio. Now it is known that the Chunin exams are near, but they know that there is another Jinchuriki in the village who will pass, see it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 13. The first stage of the Chunin exams. Previously we saw how Naruto's team found out about the Chunin exams, but not only that, but they met some ninjas from the Sand Village where it turns out that one of them was the Jinchuriki of the one-tailed beast. But not only that, Mikoto confessed to Goku what she feels for him, and the wives supported Mikoto to be one of Goku's new wives. Present. We see teams 11 and 12 walking towards the academy as they had to take the first stage of the Chunin exams. Gohan was walking next to Hinata and Naruto was next to Yakumo. Gohan. Hinata-chan, I will teach you how to awaken your Kai, smiling. Hinata. Seriously Gohan-kun, sad. Gohan. Yes Hinata-chan, I promised that I would help you become stronger and that is what I want. I like your sweet personality and don't change it, but there will be times when you will have to fight, seriously. Hinata. I understand, playing with his fingers. In that Hinata takes Gohan's hand since she feels something very special for him, since Gohan does not see her as useless. Naruto. It's cute to see how he wants to help her, smiling. Ikumo. Hey Naruto-kun, will you teach me how to use Kai? Curious. Naruto. Of course, smiling. So they went to the academy and they didn't fall into the Jinjutsu where they went to the classroom, but then someone stopped them. It was a boy with bowl-shaped hair and big eyebrows. Naruto. And who are you, serious and curious? My name is Rock Lee and I'm from Team 9, seriously. Gohan. What can I do for you? Seriously. Rock Lee. I want to fight one of you, getting into a fighting stance. Naruto. I'm sorry but we can't, seriously. Rock Lee. Why, confused. Gohan. Do you see that mountain outside? Pointing to a mountain in the distance. Rock Lee. Yes, it does, confused. Gohan then opens the window and then throws a small sphere of Kai and then the mountain explodes. Naruto. That's why we don't want to fight you because even if we used little power we would kill you, seriously. Rock Lee. Okay, nervous. After that we see how Rock Lee fights Menma and humiliates him and then the teams went to the hall. There were many shinobi in the hall, most from various villages. But then someone gets on Gohan's back and it was Ino. Ino. Gohan, I missed you so much, hugging Gohan. Karen saw this and felt very jealous when she saw the blonde with her boyfriend. The other teams approached Team 11 and 12. Kira. Glad to see you, friends, smiling. Note. Brothers, how have you been, smiling. Naruto. Good, smiling. Shikamaru. I knew it would be boring, but I didn't think it would be so pathetic, serious. Naruto. Wow, that's the boring Shikamaru, mockingly. Shikamaru. Como si serio. But then they hear a voice and turn around and see a boy with silver hair and round glasses. Hey, maybe you want to lower the volume of your scandal a little. If I were you, I wouldn't make a fool of myself. Relax, this isn't a school camp, seriously. Ino. And who asked you who are you? It would be. I'm Kabuto Yakushi, I just want to prevent this from getting worse. Look, those people are ninjas from the Rain Village, they are very sensitive, don't provoke them, seriously. But Naruto and his brothers feel distrust in Kabuto since they detected his energy and it was evil. Kabuto. Thank goodness things didn't get worse. Well, these exams drive anyone crazy, seriously. Sakura. This isn't your first time taking the exam, seriously and curiously. Kabuto. It's not the 7th, but I've gathered several things, seriously. Sakura. Wow, a veteran must be an expert, would be. Kabuto. Something like that, smiling. Shikamaru. An expert who hasn't passed, seriously. Kabuto. Well, 7 is good luck, that's what they say, sadly. Naruko. Hey, what do you know about these exams? Curious. Kabuto. Well, I can help you with these ninja info cards, showing some cards. Satsuki. Ninja info cards, confused. Kabuto. I have information from several shinobi who want to know something, here I have it, smiling. Menma. I want to know about Rock Lee and Gaara of the desert, they are Gohan and Naruto, seriously. Kabuto. For a well, serious. And that he puts the cards in the place, and the first one would be Rock Lee's. Kabuto. Rock Lee belongs to Team 9 led by Mido Guy. His teammates are Tenten and Niji Hyuga. As you know, he cannot generate jutsus, but his taijutsu is impressive in missions, some of which are D rank and others C rank. Seriously. Everyone continues to pay attention to what Kabuto says. Kabuto. Now Gara of the desert in missions there is no D rank, only C rank, but listen, there is one in level B. I don't have much information about her, she is a rookie from another land, but what I know is that she did all the missions without suffering a scratch and that she did a B rank. Her companions are her brothers Kankuro and Tamari. Seriously. Shikamaru. That girl did a B rank mission and never got hurt. Surprised. Kabuto. Now Son Gohan in missions there is no D rank, but he did missions rank C, B and A, and he was not hurt. If we talk about abilities, he does not have chakra, but he has an energy called Kai, and his strength, speed and intelligence are impressive, and despite not having chakra he can do different techniques. His companions are Hinata Hyuga and Karen Uzumaki. Serious. All the ninjas from other villages were shocked by a very powerful chakraless genin. Kabuto. Finally, Naruto is on the same missions as his brother Gohan, but wait, there's an S rank. His abilities are the same as his brothers. His companions are Satsuki, Yakumo, and Teiya. Serious. Everyone is shocked and knows that S rank missions are more dangerous than A and B rank missions. Kabuto. Look, those ninjas over there are from the Sound Village, they are a bit mysterious. Seriously, and pointing at a Sound team. I see we're attracting attention. Seriously. From what I see, if Dosu would be. How strong will those two kin be? Seriously. Dosu, Basta Zaku y kin Serio. But Zaku ignores Dosu and attacks Naruto, but he blocks the attacks. However, a cloud of smoke appears revealing a man with scars on his face and dark clothing, accompanied by several ninjas. Listen brats, I'm Ibiki Marino, the first instructor of the first phase of the Chunin exams, and listen to the Sound team, that's enough. Who told you that you could fight? You want to be expelled? Seriously. Dosu. We are sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Seriously. Ibiki. As a first part you must take a written exam. Seriously. Naruto. It is written. Nervous. At that moment a sentry takes out a pile of papers, which is the exam. Naruto. Not written. And that everyone sits in different places, but Naruto was next to Yakumo, while Teiya was sitting next to Kira. Gohan was sitting next to Hinata, and Karen was sitting behind Shino. Ibiki. There are rules that you must follow. First, there will be no fights. Second, you will have 10 points, and the exam has a point reduction system for each incorrect answer. A point will be taken away. Third, the result of the team depends on the result of the members. Fourth, the sentries that are in the room will be watching for any sign of cheating. Any incident that they detect 2 points will be taken away for cheating. If they get caught 5 times, they will be disqualified from the exam. Fifth, if one of you gets 0 and fails, the entire team will fail, and as you know the exam lasts 1 hour, and the last question will be given to you in the last 15 minutes before the hour ends. Now start. Seriously. At that point, everyone started to take the exam, where several were expelled for cheating. However, Naruto and Gohan were focused on the exam, and Gohan used telepathy on his brother. Gohan. Naruto noticed it. Naruto. If the point of this exam is to cheat without getting caught, you're done. Gohan. I've already finished, thank goodness mom helped me study. At that Gohan looks at Naruto, who was having problems because she didn't know how to solve the exam. Gohan. Naruto-chan, Naruto-chan. Naruto, Gohan just ears too. Gohan. I used telepathy to talk to you, look, I'll help you with the exam, pay attention to me. And that Gohan gives the answers to Naruto, and she listens attentively since after her parents' divorce, she had to relate to Naruto's family. The others had different methods to copy without being discovered. Hinata and Niji used their Byakugan to see around, Satsuki used her Sharigan to copy the movements of the ninja in front of her, Shino with her insects, Kira thanks to Akamaru. Minutes later. Many were removed, however, those who finished the exam were seated. Ibiki. I see you finished the exam, seriously. The others nodded, and after that Ibiki would continue speaking. Ibiki. Those who don't want to continue, there's the door, pointing at the door. Several teams left because they gave up. Naruto. Leave if you want, but we are not going to give up, seriously. Some stayed in order to continue with the Chunin test. Ibiki. Congratulations, you have passed, smiling slightly. This is how the first stage of the Chunin exams ended, but there are still other stages to come. See them in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 14. The second stage of the Chunin exams. Previously we saw how Naruto and the others prepared for the Chunin exams, and the first test was a written exam that consisted of copying without being discovered, where many failed, but Naruto and the others passed the test successfully. Present. We are with Goku, who was helping Kushina to learn Kai and how to fly and launch attacks, where Goku helped the Uzumaki a lot. Kushina, after training, she would talk to Goku. Kushina. Goku-kun, because you helped me when I discovered the truth, sad. Goku. You see, Kushina, I respect women, I don't like to hurt them, and one of the things I hate is when a man treats a woman badly or sees her as a sexual object or cheats on her with another person, since infidelity is not good, seriously. Kushina. How will I make Naruto forgive me, sad? Goku. I already told you Kushina, show him that you love him not with words, but with actions, smiling. Kushina. Goku-kun, I want to confess something to you, sadly. Goku. Kushina, what do you have, confused? At that Kushina can't hold back and jumps on Goku, and before he could speak she kisses him on the lips. Goku. Being kissed by Kushina. Kushina kissed Goku with affection since in the days they lived together she felt love again, but now for Goku. The Saiyans slowly began to accept Kushina's kiss, and then they both separated due to lack of air, and then Goku feels Kushina shed tears. Kushina. Goku-kun, I love you, I like you a lot, you are the true love of my life, you mended my broken heart, and you are the most wonderful man I have ever met, I want to be with you, sobbing. Goku. Kushina, to tell the truth, I feel the same way. I promise that no one will hurt you again, and if that effeminate bastard tries anything, I'll kill him cold. At that both get up, but Goku went to his home to talk about Kushina being another couple. At the academy. After the first test ends we see how the window breaks and a woman with purple hair comes out. She was with a congratulatory announcement. Her name was Anko Mitarashi, but Naruto recognizes her since he recently helped her remove Orochimaru's cursed seal. Anko. I'm Anko Mitarashi. I see that you passed the first test, but I warn you that the second one won't be easy, mockingly. Ibiki. You always get ahead of yourself, Anko, seriously. Anko. Well worms, see you tomorrow in the forest of death, mockingly. And that she disappears and the others leave the room where Naruto went with Anko where no one would see them. But Anko gives Naruto a strong hug putting him on her chest. Anko. How have you been? Smiling. After separating from Anko's hug, Naruto would speak. Naruto. Very good, really, and how do you feel when I remove the seal? Curious. Anko. I still don't know how to thank you for taking off that thing, dear, blushing. Naruto. Calm down Anko, I just did the right thing, seriously. Anko. Hey Naruto, what are you doing? Curious. Naruto. Passed the test, but I have a bad feeling, seriously. Then they both went to the dango stand since they were hungry. Gohan. He was accompanied by Hinata where both entered the time room that was in the Otsutsuki clan. Gohan. Hinata-chan, welcome to the time room, smiling. Hinata. Time room, confused. Gohan. It's a room where you spend a year inside and only a day outside. Hinata-chan, I brought you here to help you train and learn Kai, but I know you'll do it. I believe in you, my beautiful pearl-eyed girl, blushing. Hinata. Go Gohan-kun, I love you, blushing. Gohan. And I love you Hinata-chan, blushing. Then they both come closer and give each other a tender kiss on the lips. When they separate, Gohan trains Hinata to master Kai, where over time she learned to fly and use Kai and greatly improved her Byakugan. When they finished they left the time room and Hinata felt an increase in power. Gohan. Hinata-chan, do you want to go eat, smiling. Hinata. Yes, blushing. They both leave the time room but went to eat something, but when they finished Hinata says something to Gohan. Hinata. Gohan-kun, thank you very much for helping me become stronger, blushing. Gohan. You're welcome Hinata-chan, smiling. They both leave the restaurant but not before Gohan pays for the food. The next day. The teams were gathered in the forest of death where Anko explained what the second test was like. Anko. First you must get these scrolls of heaven and earth, which are these, showing some scrolls. Everyone was watching closely what Anko was saying. Anko. After you get the scrolls you must go to the tower that is in the center of the forest. Another piece of information, do not open the scrolls until you reach the tower and you have 5 days to get the scrolls and reach the tower, it would be. Everyone nodded and Anko gave each of them a different scroll. Then the gates of the forest of death open where the teams enter. Moments later. Naruto and his team were looking for the earth scroll since they had the sky scroll. Naruto and his team then dodge an attack from some rain ninjas where Naruto uses his Kai sword to easily finish them off. When checking the scroll they had, it was the one they were looking for and they head to the tower. But then they see a grass ninja, but Naruto gave her a bad feeling. Naruto fights against the grass ninja, but after dodging several attacks, he launches a small Kai attack that hits the grass ninja. But when everything becomes clear he sees that under the skin there was another pale skin. Naruto. This is very weird, wait, who are you really, cold? At that the grass ninja tears off her skin showing her true form. There was a guy with pale skin and he looked to be over 40 years old, but he had long black hair, but it was messy. My name is Orochimaru and I am looking for a new body, and I saw your skills are impressive, and now I will have your body so I can have those techniques. Naruto. Oh, how disgusting, you are a repugnant being, annoyed. Then that Orochimaru does a summoning jutsu where snakes come out, but Naruto attacks them, and with his Kai attacks, they destroy the snakes. Orochimaru. I see you're full of surprises, smiling maliciously. Then that Naruto and Orochimaru have a fight where the snake Sannin attacks Naruto with several jutsus, but he blocks or dodges them. But then Naruto decides to use Super Saiyan Rose. Naruto then attacks Orochimaru, leaving him very injured, but Orochimaru then uses his technique to recover, but when he saw how powerful he was, he felt absolute fear. At that moment the other members of Naruto's team arrive. Orochimaru. If I can't mark your body, I'll stay with the Uchiha, annoyed. At that point, Orochimaru stretches his neck to try to bite Otsutsuki, and before that could happen, Naruto hits Orochimaru in the face, thus preventing what could happen. Naruto. You will not touch my girlfriend, annoyed. At that point, Orochimaru has no choice but to escape, and Naruto returns to his base state. Otsutsuki. Thanks, Naruto-kun, blushing. Naruto. Let's go to the tower, it must be near here, seriously. Then they head to the tower to complete the second part, but they don't know that there will be other surprises that will happen. See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 15, Preliminaries and a Possible Alliance. Previously we saw how Naruto and his team arrived at the second test of the Chunin exams, where in the end they faced several enemies. Among these enemies is the traitorous Sannin Orochimaru, who tried to take over Naruto's body but failed, and when he tried to bite Otsutsuki he didn't succeed. Present. After the fight against Orochimaru we see Gohan and his team, who set up a camp because one of Gohan's abilities is that he can create things and store them in a pocket dimension. Gohan. Girls, we don't have to worry about sleeping in trees, smiling. Then they went to rest, but Gohan went to look for food where he finds a wild boar and uses a campfire to cook the food. Hinata. Gohan-kun, you are a genius, smiling. Karen. That's why we love you, you're smart, smiling. Gohan. I'm not the only smart one in my family, smiling. Then the girls sit with him to eat, and then Gohan serves some boar, and then Naruto and his team approach. Naruto. Oh brother, I see you made a place to sleep, surprised. Gohan. Come in too, even though we're from different teams, we're family, smiling. Then they ate the wild boar they had brought, and then the girls went to rest while the brothers were on guard because they felt that someone was going to attack the camp. Later. They both slept a little, but then they woke up because they felt some presences, and it was the sound equipment. Imagine it's night. Naruto. Listen, we don't want any trouble, so just leave and no one will get hurt, seriously. Listen to me, fool. Hand over your scrolls or we'll use force, seriously. Gohan. You guys have brains the size of a walnut, seriously. Hey sweetie, I want to talk to you, it would be. Kin, this is not the time for your flirting, seriously. Kin. Zaku and Dosu are so boring. In that the two mentioned attacked the brothers, but they defeated them without much effort, and in that Gohan approaches Kin. Gohan. I see that you are not like those fools, I don't know why you are with them, seriously. Kin. I only do it because I'm under threat from Orochimaru, sadly. Gohan. I see, but don't worry, nothing will happen to you because you will be under my protection, smiling. Kin. You really mean it, surprised. Gohan. If I'm being honest with you, well, I think you should go, but don't forget to come to my clan after the test, smiling. Kin nods, and after that he left with Dosu and Zaku unconscious and then left. Naruto. You're a girl magnet bro, smiling. Gohan. Look who's saying it, the one who even made instructor Anko fall in love with him, mockingly. Naruto. Hey, embarrassed. Gohan. Well, let's rest and then go to the tower in the morning, smiling. They both went to rest as they didn't want to be exhausted. The next day. We see how both teams already have the scrolls until they reach the tower where they were the first to arrive. Naruto. Wow, we are the first, smiling. Gohan. Well, what do those scrolls contain? Curious. At that Naruto opens it and a person appears, it was Iruka, who congratulates the first to pass the second test and then tells them that if they open the scrolls before reaching the tower, they would be left unconscious. Moments later. The girls were eating something in the cafeteria in the tower where we see Gohan and Naruto playing cards until they hear a voice. It was about Node and his team, who arrived first, and then Team 10 and the other teams arrived. Naruto. They took a long time, seriously. After that, the days go by until the test ends, and then they announce some fights to qualify for the third stage. The referee would be Echo, who said that the ones who would lose would be the ones who were left unconscious. Hey. Very well, the first fight will be the one that appears on that screen, pointing in a direction. And that the screen shows names until the first fight is held, which would be between Otsutsuki against a rock ninja. Otsutsuki defeated the rock ninja without much effort, declaring her the winner. The second fight was between Shino and Zaku, where in the end Shino won because he used a strategy and put insects in the holes that Zaku has in his hands, causing his hands to explode, suffering great pain. Sakura and Ino fought, but in the end it ended in a draw. Toji fights against Dosu, but in the end Dosu ends up winning. Damari fought against Tenten where the Sand Kunoichi ended up defeating the weapons expert. The fight between Naruto and Note but the Saiyan beats Naruto. Hey 8. Next fight Karen vs Kira would be. Karen and Kira fight, but in the end the Uzumaki ends up beating the Inyazuka. The next fight was between Naruto and a Rain Ninja, where in the end Naruto ends up winning. Now comes the fight between Hinata against his cousin Neji where the fight was quite even. Until finally Neji seals Hinata's chakra. Neji. Give up Hinata, you already have your chakra sealed, mockingly. But then Hinata launched an energy attack, something that surprised everyone, especially Hiashi Hyuga. Neji. But how is it possible if I seal your chakra, surprised. Hinata. Yes, you sealed my chakra, but you didn't seal my Kai. I learned to use Kai thanks to my boyfriend, smiling. At that Hinata manifests an aura of Kai and then she gives Neji the beating of his life until she eventually uses the soft fist but this time with Kai hurting Neji quite a bit. Neji. How is it possible if fate said I would win, pained. Hinata. Neji, no one tells us our destiny, we are the ones who create it, but look, despite everything, I'm not going to kill you because you're my family, it would be. Then that Hinata knocks out Neji and then she is declared the winner of the fight. The next fight was Kin against Shikamaru, but in the end Shikamaru ends up winning. Gohan fought against a mist shinobi and he didn't fall for any tricks. Heiya fought a sand ninja and won. Menma defeated a cloud ninja by increasing his arrogance. The fight between Rock Lee and Gaara would be the same as the anime until Gaara ends up winning, but Lee ended up with serious injuries, but they managed to prevent Gaara from killing Lee. Pei 8 mentions the fights of the third stage of the Chunin exams. Hinata vs Heiya. Karen vs Atsuki. Shikamaru vs Tamari. Shino vs Kankuro. Note vs Fu. Gohan vs Menma. Naruto vs Gaara. Those will be the fights for the third stage of the Chunin exams and after that everyone went to their clans since the following month would be the third stage of the Chunin exams. Later on. We see Goku who was in the Otsutsuki clan since he was aware of the fights that are the following month. Goku. I'm already aware of everything, my children, I will train you, smiling. Gohan. It's okay, Dad, smiling. Naruto. Dad, I want to tell you something, curious. Goku. What's up Naruto, curious. Naruto. Gohan and I discovered that there is a threat here. Orochimaru, serious. Goku, Orochimaru Hyoido de El Serio. At that moment, an Anbu with a dog mask appears and tells Goku and his sons Naruto and Gohan to come to the Hokage Tower. Moments later. In the Hokage's office we see Naruto appear with Goku and Gohan and they see that Hiruzen was there but then they see that there were other people like Inoki that Tsuchikage of the Rock Village with his escort and Inoki's granddaughter, Kuretsuchi, was also there. But there was also Reikage with his escort but there were also two girls, one blonde with huge breasts and the other was a Redeed. Hiruzen. Goku-san we need to talk they are the leaders of the Rock and Cloud Village they came to make an alliance, seriously. Goku. I see, seriously. Inoki. We saw what your children are capable of since we saw what they can do and I know that you Goku-san is a powerful warrior who could destroy a planet, seriously. Goku. I see you haven't forgotten my visit years ago, seriously. Inoki. That's why I came here to make an alliance through a marriage between one of his sons with my granddaughter Kuretsuchi and it's him, pointing at Gohan. Gohan. Me, surprised. Inoki. My granddaughter told me about you that you and some others are not arrogant and she would like you to accept, seriously. Gohan. I don't know, I'm not going to force anyone to marry me, seriously. Kuretsuchi. Gohan-kun please accept, with a puppy dog look. Gohan. Okay, but please, first we must get to know each other better, smiling. Kuretsuchi. I accept the terms, smiling. And I want to make an alliance through a marriage of two of my best kunoichi with him, pointing at Naruto. Naruto. Karui-chan, Samui-chan accept this, curious. Both nod and then Naruto like Gohan accepts but with the condition that they must get to know each other better and the Reikage accepted everything. Hiruzen signs the alliance with Cloud and Rock where at the end we see Goku talk to the leaders. Meanwhile Gohan goes out with Kuretsuchi and Naruto goes out with Karui and Samui to get to know each other better. Now the village has alliances but they don't know about the danger that is coming in the third stage that will happen. See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Chapter 16. Leaf Invasion. Previously we saw how Naruto and his brothers and respective teams completed the second phase of the Chunin exams and not only that but they also fought in the preliminaries. After that the Otsutsuki family are called to the Hokage Tower, where the leaders of the Rock and Cloud villages appear to form an alliance through a marriage where they accepted. Present. After accepting the alliance of the Rock and the Cloud, we see the family at a picnic they had organized, but we see the brothers talking with their future wives, where they went to some places to be able to talk in private. We see Naruto with Samui and Carrie, where both saw how Naruto was training, and he tells them something. Naruto. Girls, if you want to be strong, I'll help you, smiling. This made them happy, and Samui winks at Naruto since she liked being nice to him, something that made him blush. Samui. Now I see why you are different from the ones here. You are a gentleman and you want to help us, smiling. Naruto. A gentleman should always be polite to the ladies, smiling. After that he trains them to be stronger, and while that was happening we see Goku, who was training with his wives, because even though he was one of the most powerful in the multiverse, he didn't want to let his guard down even a little. Goku. I'm glad we can train together like old times, smiling. Kagaya. We know love, it would be. Mikishin. Yes, but now, love, after training you promised us a date, blushing. Goku. True, smiling. After training, Goku takes his wives on a date since he always keeps his promises. We see Gohan with Kuretsuchi, who was watching the Saiyan train, but when he finished he would talk to her. Gohan. Kuretsuchi, how did you notice me? Curious. Kuretsuchi. You see Gohan-kun, do you remember when you visited my village when I was little? Curious. Gohan. Wait, I remember, I went through the villages and there I met you and saved you from a hungry bear, surprised. Kuretsuchi. Yes, that's when I fell in love with you, but then we spent time together and I was able to see what you were like. With time, when we grew up and I saw you again, I saw that you didn't look at me for my body. That's something I liked about you, blushing. Gohan. I see, Kuretsuchi-san, well, do you want to go to lunch? I know a good place to eat, smiling. Then they went to eat at a restaurant, and after that the days pass until eventually the final of the Chunin exams arrives, where the village leaders and the Konoha clans were to watch the fights. At that moment Hayate arrives. Luckily he didn't die because the attacking ninjas were captured by the Saiyans to avoid casualties on the part of Konoha. Hayate. Time for the first fight to begin, smiling. At that Hinata and Taiya started to fight, but both started to clash fists and kicks, where the Hyuga and the Uzumaki gave everything of themselves. In the stands. Gohan and Naruto watched as their girlfriends were fighting, but they knew that there would only be one winner. Naruto. Who do you think will win, brother? Curious. Gohan. I don't know, it would be. Both brothers watched a fight between Taiya and Hinata, where Taiya activated the Diamond Chains Jutsu where she trapped Hinata, but in the end the Hyuga freed herself with some Kai. Taiya. How did you free yourself, would it be? Hinata. I had a good training, smiling. Taiya uses her Uzumaki abilities, but eventually Hinata, tired of playing, makes a soft Kai-charged fist and hits Taiya in the face. Taiya was going to crash into the wall, but Hinata avoids it and then she hits Taiya in the neck, leaving her out of combat. Hayate. Taiya is unconscious, therefore Hinata Hyuga is the winner, serious. At that Hinata smiles victoriously, while in the stands his father Hiashi was surprised along with his wife Anna, but Hiashi puts on a smile of pride because Hinata was stronger. In the stands. Naruto knew that Taiya was somewhat confident, that's why she lost. Gohan. Hinata won, pay brother, raising his hand. Naruto gives him some bills because he had lost the bet, since if Hinata won he would pay Gohan some bills. Returned. Hayate. Now the next fight, Satsuki Uchiha vs Karen Uzumaki, serious. Then both went to fight to see who would win, but both were quite equal, but after several elemental attacks in the end both fell exhausted. Hayate. Since both are tired, it's a tie, now the next fight, serious. Shikamaru and Temari went to fight, but this time Shikamaru used a good strategy where he ended up knocking out Temari since he used her confidence against him. Hayate. Winner Shikamaru Nara grandmother the next fight, serious. Kankuro and Shino went to fight, but in the end, Kankuro gives up, giving Shino the win. For the other fight, Node ends up defeating Fu since she was much stronger than the Jinchuriki of the Seven Tails. Hayate. Now the penultimate fight is Gohan Otsutsuki vs Menma Namikaze, serious. At that both warriors look at each other, but Gohan had a serious look and Menma had an arrogant smile. Hayate. Let's start, raising his hand. At that point, Menma launches himself into a fight against Gohan, but Gohan easily blocks his blows, where the Namikaze uses the Rasengan, where Gohan deflects it with a burst of Kai. Menma. Now I will defeat you, fool, arrogant. And that he uses the chakra of the Kyubi and then launches himself to fight against Gohan, but he decides to do something about it and transforms into a Super Saiyan God. Everyone saw Gohan's transformation, but they couldn't feel his energy because he was using the energy of the gods. Gohan. "Come on, little fox," mockingly. And that Menma launches himself to attack Gohan, but he dodges his attacks and then gives him a punch that sends Menma flying, and then the angry one activates the three tails, wherein that Gohan uses the Sharingan where he activates the Tsukiyomi, and then he gives a beating to Menma. Already tired of playing, he disappears and appears behind Menma and then uses a technique to temporarily seal the Kyubi's power and hits Menma in the neck, leaving him unconscious. Hey 8. The winner is Gohan, serious. Gohan deactivates the Super Saiyan God and is then greeted with a kiss from Karen, but then Hinata gives him one. Hey 8. Now the last fight is Naruto and Gaara, serious. And that Naruto went to the combat arena. He knows that the girl is a Jinchuriki and saw that she had the seal malformed and the one-tailed beast was controlling her. Hey 8 starts the fight where Gaara attacks Naruto with his sand, but he flies dodging the attacks, but then he uses some jutsus to defend himself. Naruto. I must admit you're pretty good at this, but now show your full power, seriously. Gaara. It will be a pleasure, smiling like crazy. And that she makes the sand coffin, but Naruto dodges it and after that he throws a Kai attack at her that she manages to dodge, but it grazes her cheek. A few drops of blood fall on Gaara and she realizes that Naruto made her bleed. Gaara. It's my blood, screaming like crazy. But then some clouds cover the stadium and feathers fall where many fall asleep and sound ninjas appear. The invasion had begun where Naruto sees that Gaara was escaping and went after her. In the leader's box. The Kazuki had Hiruzen hostage and a barrier was formed where many tried to help the Hokage, but it was useless. But then someone would come in and it was Goku who found out about the danger that was happening. Goku. Take off your pedophile snake costume now, seriously. Hiruzen. What is Goku-san talking about, surprised. Goku. He's not the Kazuki, he's Orochimaru's pedophile snake, seriously. At that Orochimaru takes off his disguise revealing his face. Orochimaru. What did you call me, annoyed? Goku. I only told the truth, you're a pedophile snake, seriously. At that point, Orochimaru releases Hiruzen, who attacks Goku, but Goku defends himself from his attacks with great ease. At that point, Orochimaru summons several snakes, but Goku eliminates them without problems. Orochimaru. Let's see if you can do this, laughing like crazy. And that he summons a giant snake where Goku went to fight it, but in that Orochimaru takes out a sword and uses poison to kill Goku and went to attack him from behind. Before that could happen, Hiruzen intervenes, receiving the attack and being pierced by Orochimaru's sword. Goku realizes it, but seeing Orochimaru's cowardly attack, he went to help Hiruzen. Goku. Hiruzen-san, let me help you, worried. Hiruzen. Goku, I don't have much time left. I want to thank you for giving Naruto the family he always wanted, but now my time has come, but I want to ask you one thing, agonizing. Goku. What is it, worried? Hiruzen. Find my student Tsunade Senju, closing his eyes. At that Hiruzen fell lifeless to the ground, but Goku shouted his name. Orochimaru. Until you finally died, mockingly. Goku then looks angrily at the snake Sannin and said with hatred. Goku. You're going to regret it, miserable, cold. And that he releases a power where eventually everything began to shake where Goku shows a purple energy. The sound ninjas went to attack Goku, but he used Hakai spheres to eliminate them from existence. Orochimaru, seeing Goku's immense power, felt true terror and then he tried to escape, but Goku grabbed him. Goku. I should have exterminated you years ago if I knew your intentions. I know you experimented on innocents, but this is going too far. Now you will suffer the consequences, seriously. The Saiyan puts his hand in front of Orochimaru and after that he says something. Goku. Hakai, Sirio. And that Orochimaru is disintegrated from existence as the Hakai eliminates not only the body but also the soul. After that the barrier breaks, but they saw that Orochimaru was no longer there and Goku went to see if no one was hurt. While Goku fought against Orochimaru, Naruto was able to find Gaara and they fought and she became the one-tailed beast, but Naruto managed to calm her down and improved her seal. Naruto's brothers, on the other hand, avoided casualties from Konoha Shinobi, but then Hiruzen's funeral was organized, where Naruto was the most affected since Hiruzen was one of the few who did not see him as a monster. Goku then went to look for Tsunade, but he was accompanied by Naruto and they went after her. The invasion of Konoha ended but at a cost which was Hiruzen's life, but at least Orochimaru is dead. What will happen? See it in the next chapter. End of chapter. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.